let's
Yeah. Focus?
get to it.
What's that?
I think I speak Dwarvish.
Oh.
Fun. Scott, it is recap
I think
time.
that comes with a beard, does it? Okay, yes. All right, well, last time, the party heads to the western side of the ravine, having left the Underdark waypoint. Before they have a chance to leave into the plains, however, they are ambushed by a group of blade-between assassins consisting of snipers and gold-flamed herons, who use traps of spiked logs to begin the ambush. The party is able to defeat them, but their cart is too incinerated to carry on, and the horses were killed. Having defeated the assassins, they capture the fleeing scouts. The scout tells the party that they were hired to just watch and report back as part of their work to pay off their large debt to the blade-between assassins. The party agrees to let the scout go in exchange for not sharing information about them and to set up a meeting with their boss. The scout writes "deal" in the sky as a message to the other assassins, and the party heads back and grabs a new, smaller cart from the Underdark that is suitable for carrying the brazier and begin traveling to the north again.
Fantastic. Fairly short. That is where we pick up as you guys are once again leaving from the this little ravine out into the plains area, or at least towards it. This like beginning area is a little bit more hilly, and you haven't quite reached the full open plains yet. But it's not something that's like super difficult for you guys to manage. I left the music on with the cart being pulled. Which is where we determine, while I turn off the music, whomst is pulling the cart.
Whomst?
Whomst.
I'm not in the mood to be a mule.
Is Dribbly up for it? I don't know if they were what happened to Dribbly in the fight, actually, off the top of my head, but
I can never tell his hit points off the sheet because there's no representation. He looks like he's fine if the token's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he can totally pull his put in whatever I'm trying to say. He can do his part.
We got it.
Yeah.
Pull his weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm like, do his part.
We got there in the
Word.
end. Yeah. So it was you were about an hour out. You went back, came back. By the time you actually get going out of the ravine area into the hills before the plains, the day's like 3 hours over. So I imagine you guys could probably continue forward to like lunchtime. And take a bit of a short rest for lunch and recuperate your hit points. Short rest style.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
If that is something you guys would like to do, as you guys find a nice place to sort of nestle in for a rest, crook of a hill, if you will.
Does that mean we have to spend dice?
I mean, if you're injured, yeah, go off of go off of your sheet rather than your tokens. I'm not 100% sure if the tokens are accurate.
Yeah, I'm looking at my sheet. I'm trying to remember how to do this.
Because it's been like a month, so sorry about that.
Yeah, it's just a case of like when we're at the short rest, just a hit dice. You can click on the words and it'll do the job.
Yeah, and definitely do one at a time, because when you do all of them, it just adds. It doesn't add your Constitution modifier every time like it's supposed to.
Oh.
If you're not careful about it, yeah, there you go. And just to get a few more hit points.
So I don't have to play a song for us to feel better?
I mean, you could if you want. Although in this context,
the druids aren't doing well at these hit dice.
No, not at all.
Appears to be.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I'm all better.
Heck yeah.
Actually,
come on.
We can too.
56.
I'm 2 hit points off, so I think I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I'd like to be that close. I was over half down.
That one
Oh,
gets
wow.
that's for Dribbly.
One
So that's
more.
his.
Oh yeah.
One more.
'Cause
to it.
he's got the same hit dice.
Yes, in the fight, I spent most of the time wild-shaped in an effort to sort of try and throw them off their expectations of casters and whatnot.
Hmm.
But it wound up being irrelevant after talking to the scout.
I hate using this many at once. Whoa!
Oh, nice. There it is.
Why couldn't that happen? I didn't.
You needed that
Let me guess,
sooner.
that was
Why
probably for the
haven't it
final
summoned
3 hit
nine
points.
I didn't need that many. Oh my god. Ah. So I have used all but one because of that. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I won't whine and complain anymore.
And I can.
Well, hopefully that's most of the nat 1s out of the way for the session.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, as you guys progress forward, you guys maybe after another hour or so, technically 2 hours out from the ravine, you can see where the hills sort of drop off into the open plain, and that is like where you guys have to sort of guide the cart down a little bit so as the lighter than it looks, but still relatively heavy brazier doesn't kick up speed down a hill or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, let's go a little fun with it. Can we have Dribbly? I forget the name for a second. Dribbly, give me a. Oh, let's just make it a strength check.
Can I just click on his strength
Yeah, that'll work.
attribute?
14. That'll be a success. So with some effort, Dribbly does manage to guide it slowly down the hill. But as you guys are coming down the hill, you guys see these like huge mounds of like muddy rocks to your side.
Mhm.
Which, it did rain like not even a week ago, even though in real life it's been like a year. Feels like it, anyways. In game that was like
it
a
was
week
last
ago.
year, so.
Yeah.
Technically. Everybody, give me a perception check as you guys are as Dribbly is slowly guiding the cart down the hill beside these giant muddy rocks.
Oh.
Heads on a swivel.
Yeah. Corwin's also keeping an eye on Dribbly.
I think we're just missing is it Helena that's missing? Yeah.
Yeah.
For a perception check. There you go. As you guys sort of like guide, I'm sorry, as you guys are standing beside Dribbly guiding the cart down, you notice that these giant mud-covered rocks are in fact no such thing. They are a now waking up pair of elephants that look very unhappy to see you. And not just any elephants. They are dire elephants.
Oh, jeez.
Far
Ooh.
larger than you would expect. Let me position you guys a little bit better. So, for some reason, it didn't register the Dribbler would be pulling the cart, so let me fix that. Also, on your tokens, get your health right. So you guys are coming down over here. In relation to the cart, put yourselves where you think you'd be as you're coming down this hill. So wait.
Oh, I see. Yes, and down the hill is that direction.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah. And the larger of the two elephants rises angrily as you are near the smaller one. So once you guys get yourselves in the positions you would be in, let's have initiatives. You are very close to muddy, dire elephants. Seem quite angry about your placement here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's certainly things you can do, but you gotta roll initiative to see the order things happen.
Oh, and yes.
Click on your
Yeah,
token. Let's
Token
not forget.
clicks, and yes.
Let's not forget.
Ah, that's the second
Ooh.
session in a row.
Do we
I
want
rolled
to?
a nat 1 on it on initiative. Oh.
What happened there? I did click on my
This
token.
time I want to make peace with them.
I'm stunned. I've never seen elephants, let alone
Yeah.
dire elephants.
Probably. I want to make peace with them. I don't want to hurt them.
Well,
Enough animals have been hurt.
it's the wrong one. Well, you're gonna have to see what you can do
You are the closest to them.
when your turn comes around, and what they do once they get rolled into the turn order. Buff. But they are technically rising from a prone state, if that helps. Hey, look, Itella's first.
Yeah.
What is it you want to do? Like, how do you want to do what you want to do?
Do not see a spell that would help. Shoot. Um.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading something really quick.
Yeah.
Of course I go first.
It's fine. It's been a hot minute since we've been these characters.
True.
Shoot. Is dire a disease or just their like size?
Kind of more of a state of being, right?
I think, yeah, state of being would be the greatest answer. You can replace dire with giant effectively. There are some other minor differences, like personalities are typically more hostile and stuff, but it's not like a disease, right? Typically consider it nature untethered. They like just sort of grow and sometimes have other like extra additional effects to them, kind of thing. It's not uncommon for a dire creature to have like bony overgrowths and stuff in the nature untethered sort of way, not the undead sort of way. Distinctly different things, really.
I don't want to do anything hostile to them. I would like to put up like a I'd almost like to put a wall between us, but I don't think we can do that. I don't have that ability.
You could potentially try to calm them down.
I would like to, but to do that, wouldn't I have to go? I would have to go closer.
That'll be your animal handling as an action, and you'd have to step like at least 5 foot closer to the one that seems angry, not the smaller one, which has barely noticed you at this point.
Well, I just say stay away from the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I step actually. How far can I move? Probably to here. Or that's not close enough to it, is it?
I'm not seeing you move.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna see if I can do this. To see if I can make it clearer as to where the token's spaces. So maybe that works. Oh, I meant to change it to square.
It still shows like it hits all the squares that it'll be in.
Yeah.
So animal handling.
So at this stage, you're basically 5 feet away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is actively angry and upset with you, so an animal handling check would be made at disadvantage, but you can do so.
That's fine. I am scrolling up the map looking for disadvantage to click. Oh my god. I am.
It's on the sheet.
Yes. Ah.
That's gonna be insufficient. And you are now the closest individual to it.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh,
That was your movement, and it was half your movement. You still have a bonus action as well. But it's pretty clear that your attempt to calm it down seems to have enraged it farther.
oh no.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up even farther this way
Okay.
and just tell them keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so it is immediately after you.
Mm-hmm.
And while you have certainly enraged it further, it's going to be attempting to interpose itself between the crowd and its young. So it's going to move over here. I guess technically be here.
Yeah.
And it's going to slam into Sar with a trampling charge.
I think this I have to state it before, but I will be doing my cosmic omen. I rolled odd, so
Sure.
impose a d6, a minus d6 on it.
Okay.
So whatever it rolls, it gets 6 less.
That's not going to matter.
God.
You're going to need to give me a strength save as it's slamming into you with its tusks.
Yeah.
And sort of interposing itself between the cart, Itella, and the calf.
Oh!
Wow, you succeeded. You are not knocked prone.
Wow.
Oh, I'm impressed.
I think we're all impressed.
Jaw on the floor.
Your jaw very well may be on the floor with 34 piercing
God.
damage.
Yeah.
As you have been gored like in your shoulder, and instead of like slamming you down, it like lifts you up slightly, and then you settle down. And it sort of like uses its trunk to like try and guide the calf backward. Sorry, that hurt. What would you like to do?
Yeah, it did. Okay. Oh gosh. And I'm right between it and I don't want to break another cart. We just got this one.
Yeah.
That is true. That is totally true. And I think you guys just kind of have to decide if you want to try and flee or fight.
Yeah, but it's sort of also like how to go. Oh, what's that?
And you guys could do short sentences without spending an action or anything if you want to communicate as well. Beyond the ow.
Yeah. We've got potions bonus action, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Uh
That is correct.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action greater healing potion.
No, honestly, that makes a fair bit of sense.
Yeah.
I would say Corwin looks a little terrified, and his body language insinuates, to continue on. He might have even nodded when Itella said, keep going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really, it's just unfortunate that they were sleeping at this exact spot, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And start booking it down the hill, say, just get down the hill. And yeah. No, I don't want to be direct. Oh God. Hold on, where was I again? I was here.
Sort of off to the side, yeah.
Yeah.
Go behind the cart.
Yeah. Well, my thoughts. I'll say. Gosh.
Away.
Yeah. My thoughts are if Dribbly keeps going down the hill as well, then I'll end up on the other side of the cart. But yeah, we'll see.
Imagine the
We'll see
like
what happens.
very.
That's everything though. Movement, action, bonus.
I imagine the very like bleary-eyed calf sort of like looks at you as you run by, a little perplexed. Helena, what you want to do?
Is he able to
Oh, wow.
drag that by himself if we're all trying to like run down the hill?
Oh yeah, he can drag it by himself. He's kind of been the whole time. It's more that you guys were like on either side in case it tipped as it was going down the hill,
Yeah.
rather than a necessity
Oh,
thing.
okay.
As long as the wheels don't get damaged.
That's true.
Well, I want to help keep it like from falling, but I don't want to fight the elephants if I don't have to.
Now you
I'm
want
not
to
really sure what I can do.
you can hold your action to help Dribbly guide Dribbly down, and you'll move with Dribbly for like half your
Yeah.
movement. I would allow that, which will prevent Dribbly from having to make like any
Sounds
other
good.
checks, pulling it down the hill or anything. So yeah, you can do that, and once Dribbly's turn comes, that will have you moving about 15 feet. Speaking of, Dribbly's not in the turn order. Easy fix. Yeah, you can totally do that. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're over to Corwin.
He's not really sure whether this is going to work, but Corwin's going to kind of react with his. It's part of the draconian gift he has, but speak with animals. He's going to cast that real quick. Which
Okay.
let me just throw that in the chat. And he's going to try to convey to the mama, the big one,
Mm-hmm.
as succinctly as possible. We mean your child no harm. Let us go. We don't want to hurt you. And I realize Dribbly goes after Corwin, but it's like same idea as Helena. I'm kind of don't want to move without him, but like want to, move with him once he's moving. So I think I would be
You guys,
pulling
like
for my
technically,
turn. I'd be tugging on Dribbly.
technically it's simultaneously. So how that would kind of work is Dribbly pulls the cart, down like 30 feet. Helena manages to go 15 feet, and you would go your like 30 feet down as well, right?
Well, that's like if I can guide Dribbly in any way, I think
Absolutely
I would
not.
try to pull him
because that was an action
toward
for
that
Helena.
direction.
Yeah, absolutely not. That was an action for Helena. You just used your
Okay.
action to speak with animals, so you cannot do
Right.
that.
Yeah, I cast the spell. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a spell basically.
But you can
Communicated
move,
with
is what I'm trying to say.
Got you. So can I basically I'm looking to make Dribbly move in that direction if I can. So I think Corwin would essentially move. Let me get back to the right.
Yeah, I mean, with how
folder.
Dribbly works, you could totally just guide, instruct
Yeah.
Dribbly to go that way.
Right.
And that would work.
So I guess I don't really want to move too far. I think maybe up here and hoping Dribbly will like kind of come between us and let's go in this direction. And if I can indicate that, I would.
Yeah, with your speak with animals, I think the mother like sort of like rears back and holds for a moment, but is still like very wary, but is not attacking the cart as it flees.
Right. Gotcha.
So that
And doesn't respond or anything. I'm hoping it worked, but it's not like we're communicating.
Just at this point, just glaring at you. Like
Gotcha.
there definitely seems to be some recognition that it understood you, but it is not like responding.
Okay.
So that's it for you could technically, if you wanted, make Dribbly go farther. Like if Dribbly wanted to dash action or something. To pull the card a little bit, but it is
Yeah, I would indicate to him if I could to go as far as he could, not necessarily stop. So if he had any more movement, let him go.
Only if he dashes, which will put him there. He's 40 feet, right? But it's a little slower, but not halved with the cart, so he's about there. Yeah, so he's just like the rattling wheels down the hill.
Yeah.
As y'all make sure nothing falls out of the cart, but at least the cart's over there and not next to the
Yeah.
upset mother elephant.
Good deal.
Cool. So that's it for Dribbly. So the calf definitely, I think, stands up and then is going to just walk over here. And now is just looking at Itella. not like moving any further, just looking. As the rest of them all move away, the mother dire elephant sort of looks down at Itella as well. What do you want to do?
Insight check.
Fly away.
Yeah.
I think that would be the safest thing, is if I just fly away at this point.
Okay. Are you going to be?
I'm just
Or
gonna
not
be.
to be.
I will just be bee.
You're going to wild shape into which bee?
The small one. And just leave.
Which definitely startles the mother.
Great.
And oops, I hit cancel. But not actually. Come on now. You are B Itella.
Right.
So that was your action to wild shape, and you're going to sort of give me an idea of where you're moving. I think in this context, she's startled.
Yeah, disengage. Right?
You already used your action to wild shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think in this case she's startled. She's not going to attack the tiny bee that you just became, but she's definitely startled and confused.
Sorry.
Uh,
Sorry, but I'm gonna go now.
I don't offhand recall your bee movement. Like
Yeah,
20 or something as a bee.
Hold on. 10. Oh, fly is 20.
Oh, yeah, 10 if you're crawling on the ground.
So 20.
So do you, I imagine you want to go away rather than towards your group at this point, right?
Yeah, I would just go like straight this way. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. All right, the mother is going to turn and start to sort of guide the calf just a little bit further away from that weird thing that just happens. But that was efficiently handled, and you guys are effectively out of combat.
Nice.
No big deal. Just a slow bee chasing the running cart.
Yeah.
But you can fly towards the rest of them and get there without too much issue. I mean, you'll be behind until they stop running. Which
Yeah,
at this stage, I imagine you guys probably run for quite a while.
Yeah.
like
Owie,
200-300
owie,
feet. And I imagine you like probably at the edge of the map, we'll call it, is when you guys start to slow down and take a breath, and giving a moment for B Itella to catch up.
Yeah. And talk about what the heck was those?
Um,
Corwin seriously never seen an elephant.
Well,
He's a
except for
fisherman.
the Loxodon, the elephant man, which you were vaguely familiar with. Wait,
That
those
suddenly dawns on Corwin like, oh my god.
it's like
I
those.
have seen something like that. Yeah. Do you think they're related?
I don't know. I want to relay.
Once you guys sort of like out of breath, like continue forward, and Itella is just like a bee sitting on the cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and I guess I now know that their skulls are really hard when they hit your
Yeah.
lungs.
Yeah. How are you
we
doing?
learned information.
Yeah.
You stopped that elephant. Jeez. I would have been, he would have made me into wine. He would have just squished me.
I definitely don't want to do that again, though. Oh,
You're the party strong man.
yeah. Oh, where's a reaction to turn into a bear?
Well, eventually you guys will be able to become a dire elephant now, right? I mean, maybe
Now
if
that we
the
see
Oh,
one.
like
if it's a combat
yeah, like
rating.
if the CR's sort of, I guess it's probably it's going to be below 10 CR.
Well, I think for you guys, because neither of you are like the moon druid, it'd be have to be CR2 or below.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah,
So
yeah,
you can turn into the baby,
yeah.
There you go.
Perfect.
which is about the size of a normal elephant. So there's that
Yeah.
thought process as you guys continue onward.
Yeah.
Which,
Though,
Mhm.
yeah. Carry on. I was thinking about like what's the like at level 20 for a standard druid?
It is two. Yeah, it caps at
It's
two.
2, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's just the moon druid that sort of keeps
Except for
scaling
moon
up.
druids
Yeah.
and Itela's little bugs, which are going to be the same as moon druids. But anyway, yeah, you guys continue forward into the open plains, which it's quite open, right? Like, and you guys carry on for the rest of the day without further incident. Although a very sore shoulder for Sar.
Yeah.
I imagine Itela remains a bee for a while, but you're all pretty sure that bee is Itela.
Oh gosh, wouldn't that just be the most awkward
Oh
thing?
wait,
Or
hold on.
you think that you're taking Itella with you, and then you realize, no, this is just a random bee that's landed here.
It's easy to confirm because Itela's in bee form, and Corwin has speak with animals active.
And actually, hold on. Yeah, I was checking my prepared spells. I'm also going to what's my health at? Yeah, cure wounds myself.
Just to be sure you're topped up for the final stretch of the day.
Yeah, and at second level at that. Uh,
Just heal up
Yeah.
a tad. It's fair enough.
yeah,
Yeah, 15's not too
it's
bad.
a lot better.
Could have been better, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, indeed, it's a lot better than not having the extra 15.
Yeah. So you guys continue onward for the probably final 3 hours of the day. And as it starts to get darker and darker, you find yourselves kind of just in the middle of open plains, and it's like night, and it's getting dark, and the only place to camp is kind of in the open middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's our
But I
only
will say you
option.
guys have started to sort of turn toward the mountains over there where you guys want to go. With the dwarves and stuff that are over that way.
Yeah. I will mention to the party like yeah, I do still have prepared like remember that spell I used in the forest to sort of make it denser. I do have that. It would be a bit weird just popping up a forest here, but I can do other things with like making some sort of terrain around us.
Little stones, muddy rocks that aren't elephants this time.
Or spies.
Or spy
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, if it's a pop-up forest at night, it will be, I mean, well, is it a full moon?
It is not a full
It would
moon.
be relative. Okay. Like, because
It'll be
if it's not a
relevant,
full
yeah.
moon and it's, dark enough, because if we're on an open plain, then really it's like we might as well
It's
just
kind of like
sleep and have
monkey
two watch.
overcast, actually. As you guys are settling down for the night.
Yeah.
It was probably a little darker than normal. A little.
It'd probably be worth casting that spell to at least to hide a fire if we wanted to start a fire, because without anything on an open plain, the fire will be visible for from anywhere,
Sure.
from
Yeah.
far distance.
Hold on, I'm just going to read the description. Actually, I might as well just pop out the description and read it.
I wonder, like, can it be?
I mean, you can make it look like hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So yeah,
crevasse.
that's kind of what I was. Yeah. So I can. What I'm thinking is, so I'm assuming we're sort of finding a sane spot to just settle in for the
Mhm.
evening in this plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And upon doing so, 150-foot cube, that's, well, yeah, I'll sort of, what I'm thinking is, what these um, old fortifications look like, where they're sort of like hills with recesses.
Sure.
Like we're talking like
Sort
hills
of,
with recesses in the middle. I'm thinking that sort of thing where we're in the
dug
middle
into a hill
recess.
rather than built on top of one.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you mean. Yeah, you can set that up without too much issue.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys set up your camp for the evening inside this like hallucinatory or like hill little area. Yeah. And is there a particular order you guys want to set up for watch? Is there anything you guys want to do this evening? Anything at all?
I think Sard normally, yeah, it's been a hot minute, but yeah, I think Sard normally stays up late anyway.
Yeah,
Um, so would be happy to do a first watch.
Corwin does often.
especially now that you've got dark vision.
Yeah.
He does the last watch, I think. Corwin.
I think
often
Corwin does the last watch with
Yeah,
with Dribbly.
right.
And then it's is it Helena and Itella, or is it just one of them? I don't actually recall.
I think we've changed it up here and there.
Yeah, so I guess the question isn't what has it been, it's what do you want to do now?
Do we need? Is it wise to have two people on watch at once? I mean, we're
I mean,
kind
it
of out
kind
in
of
the middle
varies.
of nowhere. Like, how does everyone else feel about that?
I think you're muted, Liz.
But yeah, that does make sense. Like I've never been up this far north before.
I mean,
I
it doesn't
think,
hurt at the least.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. We should be able to stagger it, basically. So
Sure. Okay.
Oh.
So we'll I believe start with Sar and end with Corwin. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Fantastic.
And yeah, like over the sort of start of the evening, something Sarah'll do is sort of jot notes and pay attention to like the stars positioning, because he had never been up this far north before.
Yeah. I think the only interesting thing that's going to happen this evening is Sar's little dream state, and your crackling fire. I will mention, like, what kind of fire did you guys have? Was it like a really low? We're trying to keep quiet, but we want to cook some dinner, or was it like a full-on campfire? I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't matter because you're behind the hallucinatory terrain, so you could have a full-on fire if you really wanted to.
I guess probably depends on what the temperature's seeming in this area and overnight.
It's not like
In particular, with it being a plains, if it's windy as well, might want
it's a bit
something a
windy.
bit extra. Yeah.
It's a bit windy. It's a little chilly, but it's not like freezing, right? So interpret that as you will. Like every once in a while, there'll be like a good solid gust of wind that, and it's like, oh, now it's cold. But other than that, it's just like on the verge. When you guys start up a fire, cook some food in it. And there's definitely some like extra fervor to the flame this evening, which you find a little odd, but nothing seems to come of it. As for Sar's dream this evening, once your watch finishes and you settle in to sleep, you lie back and stare into the night sky, taking in these new stars. Well, maybe slightly shifted to the side stars, not really new. And you you peer into the stars and you start to drift off to sleep. you very quickly find yourself just rushing through the vastness of open space. Stars just like zipping behind you, streaks of light, until eventually you come to a halting stop again, right in front of this like pair of eyes that come into sight, shaped out of the starscape itself. And in your mind, you hear this very calm, matter of fact voice speak. You travel a risky path. I do not wish for my eyes into your world to end so soon. Grant me another of your senses, and I shall grant you more of my power. And perhaps you will survive. Something to consider. You have time. It is short, but you have time. There's a long, I mean, it certainly draws on for a long time, like moment as pretty much for the rest of your sleep, you're sort of just floating in front of this pair of eyes as they watch you. And very little else happens unless you respond.
Um, I yeah, so I'm sort of like in a void of space, and there's these sort of
Mm,
eyes from the sort of like the structures of stars before me and whatnot.
correct.
Um, uh, it's a dangerous place, sure, but what makes this? What makes you think that I'm at any more danger than any of the other days beforehand? Just where? Um, is this not entertaining enough for you?
I only.
What when you watch through my eyes, what are you hoping to see? Because surely, even if I live my long life, that'll be but a moment for the stars.
I see a play unfold before me, but I cannot hear what it is that is happening. Not unless you give me the ability to do so. I cannot feel the joy of the crowd around me, or their fear as the protagonist has a blade plunged into their heart. I cannot feel the touch of the chair that I am sitting in unless you give me that ability. I only see the play. Grant me more, and I shall do the same.
It's share. Want yes
Yes,
or
share. It is a deal, a swap, a transfer. You allow me to feel, to hear through you, and I allow you to do the same through me. In limited capacity as you can handle.
I've always I've always wondered what it's like to sort of feel those things beyond. Things, as you say, beyond my capacity to handle, but obviously that's beyond my capacity. Would you be interested to share my feeling then? And by feeling, I mean touch.
Feel the cosmos. I wish to feel the ground beneath your boots. Then it is a deal.
And yes, Zal sort of stretches out his arms.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
I imagine you like do that, and then you find yourself like being thrust backward rapidly until you like slam into your body and come like jarring awake the next morning, as everyone's like cleaning up the campfire and pulling out morning rations and stuff. You're just like,
Yeah. Bolt upright, yes.
so yeah, all of you do see that as he just like jolts awake.
Yeah. Which,
Good
yeah,
morning.
normally he's a late riser, like he's a slow morning person.
So definitely him getting up late isn't new, but I think every time he's ever jolted awake, you guys have been away. Like you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
So
Is
that
how
is
you
new.
wake up every time?
Gonna get some whiplash.
Right? Oh my god, throw out your neck as you snap away. I feel like I've done that before. But no, it is very unclear what exactly all that did.
He just looks normal. Otherwise, he just looked like
Yeah.
A little,
just
maybe a
woke
little
up.
surprised, but he
He's not
looks
glowing,
fine.
right?
Like, yeah, no
Yeah.
other like differences or anything. But for the moment, that seems to be it. Although, Star, I will say you find yourself like grasping something in your hand, which will go to everyone else before I get to describing that and see what everyone else is doing this morning.
Corwin's just doing what he normally does. Like he likes to wake up in the morning, check the perimeter, make sure everybody's safe, and for waking up and that we're ready to go. And otherwise, nothing special for Corwin.
For sure.
Last night I was working on drawing the baby elephant,
Oh.
so I got a couple sketches of that, and I'm gonna walk up to Corwin and I go, "What do you think we should name him or her?" Could you tell?
The
Probably.
baby elephant in your drawing?
Yeah.
I don't have anything off the top of my head. Squirt? No. I don't know. You gotta let me think on it.
Okay, we got a whole day here. Yeah. I don't think it's going anywhere. Okay.
It looks great. I hope you'll make prints of it.
Not sure how that would work, but okay.
Sticker.
That was a long rest, so we get our hit dice back.
Hit dice,
Yes.
hit points, spell slots, abilities, pretty much all of it.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
I am a
Definitely would've-
whole druid again. Yay!
Ooh. And D6. Even wheel.
Yeah. So I think this is one of those moments where you like peer into your hand and like at least for the moment there's this like jolt across your mind that like makes you pull your hand closed and put it in your pocket, like maybe this is for later. You don't know why or what that means. But it doesn't even like you try, you can't look at it at the moment. Something to come, perhaps.
Lovely. And actually, I will say, like, with the sort of prior sort of like
Mm-hmm.
bestowment of like the dark vision,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's never actually really been sort of properly thought about, accepted, or addressed by Sar, even in his own head. It's just, yeah, like things aren't so dark up here.
Mm-hmm. For sure. That's neat. Not even
Yeah,
not even like a wonder why that is. Just that's neat.
yeah. Like, there's been too much going on and to think about than to
Mm-hmm.
think about the celestial in my head.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, from there, you guys just continue onward. You clean up the camp. I mean, I guess technically you don't have to dismiss hallucinatory terrain, but you could if you wanted.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It
Maybe
lasts something
leaving
like
it.
24 hours.
Yeah.
If it was left there, it could be a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, could actually make someone stop, even if it's for 10 minutes, to prove that it's not there.
What the heck is
Mm.
this?
But I mean, it doesn't require concentration, right? So
Yeah, no concentration, and yep, 24 hours.
yeah.
hmm.
Cool.
Well, let's clean up our trash.
Yeah. Uh,
Fantastic.
but yeah, I'm just picturing all like the wild animals and things. Sort of, when you go to sort of take a step on a stair, like, or off the stairs, and you think there's one more step than there really is.
Yeah.
Like, just going onto a hill, thinking, oh yeah, that sort of thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll just leave it there for the time being, because why not?
Fantastic. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, you guys carry on as the day progresses, and it is an incredibly boring and uneventful day as you guys carry onward. Let's slap you guys back over to the map. Zoom out a bit. We're over here. And you guys are now there. I mean, I think you're actually a little further than that, right? You're because I was messing with the trying to get it closer to accurate for the measurements, so you're
And
more like there.
and it is plains, so
So open plains is gonna be
more
a bit
easygoing compared to
cleaner than before. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, sorry. But yeah. So it's gonna seem like you guys are going faster. That's because I fixed the map, or at least got it closer to what it's supposed to be. So
Are we heading to that circled green area?
huh?
Is that where the dwarves are?
Yeah.
There's like okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So as you guys continue onward, I'm sorry, as you guys settle down for the that evening, it's once again like a fairly uneventful evening. It's just like the days are passing at this point, right? It's another uneventful evening. Sorry, you don't even have like any abnormal dreams or anything yet. And another day passes as you guys are moving closer and closer to your destination. And honestly, very little is happening in like the last 2-3 days. I'd say 3 as of now. It's just 3 days of nothing. You guys are very near to the mountains themselves, and as you guys are sort of like settling down for this third day of nothingness, yeah, you guys can sort of do your normal night stuff, but I'm pretty sure because we're just zipping through this little bit, not much, if anything, is really happening in the evening. You guys are having your typical conversations, eating your foods. But this third day is Sarah, when you have another dream and you find yourself once again hurtling through space, but this time you are feeling the cold around you. Every once in a while, you feel this like speck of something smack into your face, and it feels like it should hurt but it doesn't. And you're sort of getting the idea that's because you're feeling what this entity is feeling, not what you would feel. It's just aware of things smacking into its face as it flies by. It eventually like surges toward a sun, and it's like this like glowing, pulsing sun, blue, excuse me, glowing like impulsing blue sun, which I don't think you'd probably be familiar with at all. It looks like a sun. You've seen a sun before, but it's blue. That's weird. With like bursts of flame like erupting out of it, sunbursts, if you will. And you feel the heat of this flame, and in the palm of your hand, you feel this thing that you put in your pocket the other day. It starts to like heat up to the point where it's unbearable in your hands, and then it almost immediately fades away, and you unfurl your hand and you see a star sapphire about the size of the palm of your hands, and it like holds there, like in this dream. It like sinks into your hand after a moment, and then again you're thrust back to your bed. Well, it's not exactly a bed, your bedroll, if you will. Yeah, so you will be adding a specific spell to your spell list. Get the message open. And as you wake up the next day and everyone's like doing their normal stuff, this time you sort of like just jolt awake and like scrambling, you check your pocket and it's not there. And there's this moment of nervousness, and then you open the palm of your hands, and for just a moment you see the star sapphire embedded in your palm, and then it fades away. You're fairly certain it's there, but you can't see it now. Oh, you're muted.
Oh yeah, and okay, yeah, and after jolting up, like sort of grappling, sort of just the sort of uncomfortable, like the sort of like rubbing your hands of, ooh, there's something didn't feel right in that spot. That sort of rubbing that one does after a sort of weird sensation somewhere on them.
Yeah.
And
It's like very uncomfortable, but
yeah,
like every once in a while you feel like it itches, and like when you touch your own palm you swear you can feel it, and then you go back again and it's like it's gone. And it's like
yeah.
really unsettling. But yeah, message sent.
Did we see him bolt upright again, or was it?
It was
It
much
seemed like it
more
was a
subtle,
little-
but yes.
Yeah. I don't want to ask him about his dreams, but like I'm not entirely sure I would make the connections to why he's waking up in such a manner.
Yeah, he seems to wake up violently like 1 out of every 5 nights about this point.
Can I do like maybe an insight check or something, or whatever would be appropriate to see if I would make the connection to say, are you having dreams? Just based
Oh,
on
yeah, you know what?
seeing
Yeah.
like-
Yes. Yes.
Would it be insight?
Yeah, insight.
I'm not proficient in that. But
it definitely feels like it's definitely recurring. It's not your imagination, but you don't really have any idea what that means or what it might be connected to or anything.
all right. If it happens again and I want to do it, maybe I can have advantage because of this, but I get it. Like, and that's because I don't know that I would make the connection. So
and also, yeah, like this isn't something like I'm actively hiding. It's just I'm also not actively talking about it, sort of situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of you wake up the next morning and are sort of getting yourselves all sorted and stuff, and as previously mentioned, he jolts upright, but not quite as severe as before. Scratches at the palm of his hand, looks around, and then just kind of goes to do his normal morning stuff,
Yeah.
helping with the rest of you guys and whatnot. All right. It's definitely early for it, but at this point, before we get into this fourth day away from there, we're going to actually take an early break. So yeah, might be a shorter one today, folks, and we'll see you in maybe 10 minutes. All right, enjoy the music. I'll be back momentarily.
With your feet on the ground. One more connection and you'll be underground. One for the money and two for the show. Three to get ready and four to go.
What? Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to go. What's going on here, Scott? Did you just switch to it and then get out? Unbelievable. I'm ready when y'all are.
Can't hear you so well, XR.
XR, yeah, if you're speaking, I think you're muted.
Can't hear you so well.
No, there's something wrong with my microphone.
Ah,
That was much louder.
Like 50% of the time when I get up, it just stops working. But only for Discord. Only for Discord.
oh,
I don't know. Excuse me, not the time to fix it.
yeah.
But I am ready when y'all are.
I definitely didn't have to change my top because in the break I accidentally threw some tzatziki over myself when grabbing a bite.
Thank goodness.
Well, I think we're just waiting to hear from Mothership, and then we're ready to go.
I'm here.
Hello, here.
Ready, steady.
I am
Here,
ready.
there, everywhere.
I am ready to go. And hello, everyone. Well, we are back. Yes. So it is. Let's call it. I don't remember what I said. I think it was a day off. So we'll call it the 5th day, as you guys are coming to that. I either said the 3rd or the 4th. We're calling it the 5th because I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. This is the 5th day, as you guys are coming to. Since you guys left the Underdark crossing. All right, Brain, come on. You're here. Hello. And you guys are all collected up. Sar has this weird thing going on, but it's fine. And he is going to sorry, not he. And you guys are going to progress forward, closer and closer to the mountains. They're very near now. You can see them. They're like maybe 2 or 3 days away at most. But as you guys are like coming to in the morning, and he's like scratching at his hand. I think one thing you guys realize is as you're stepping out of your hallucinatory terrain that I was assuming you've been doing every night. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys step out of it, and maybe you could see it to a degree in it. There's like this low, dense mist just hanging all around you guys, and it looks like continuing on. The mist is just kind of going to be a thing this morning.
So we're like enveloped in it, or it's surrounding us. Or
It's not like around you; it's the whole air, like as far as you can see. Because like
Gotcha.
before
This
you were
whole
looking,
sort of section of the plane.
yeah, because before you were like looking up at the mountain, like so you'd be like over the mist, right? And you come out of the hallucinatory terrain, and you see the mist all around you, and it carries on. You guys are gonna have disadvantage on all perception checks, and while you are in the mist, and other stuff that we'll talk about when the time comes.
I wonder if it's magical. Can we discern that? Any of us?
I mean, you can have someone roll nature to be like, is this natural mist?
I would love to do that. How about
That would make
17?
sense.
How natural does this mist feel?
Yeah.
It definitely feels natural, but inconvenient timing.
Yeah.
Dang mist.
Like, it doesn't seem like anybody's like actively causing the mist, but with a 17, it's not there's a it's plausible someone did this accidentally, but it doesn't seem like intent.
Okay.
But you guys continue on with your day. About hour and a half into your journey, everybody give me as the mist is still like relatively dense. Everybody give me a disadvantage perception check. Oh
Oh,
no!
wow.
Your
I
eyeballs
fell off the
That's just
explode.
getting the nat ones out of the way.
Your eyeballs explode. Oh my god.
I'm blind. Oh.
Oh, somebody saw something though.
As you guys
Man.
are traveling through the mist, the 25 and 26, or 22 and 26, excuse me. 26 is really good actually. You guys see shapes like in the distance as you guys are sort of traveling over this for the most part still very plain, but it is like increasing in its I was gonna say bumpiness. I guess that's accurate as you guys get closer to the mountain.
We're getting hills.
Yeah, you went from hills to no hills to hills again.
Yeah.
But ahead you see these shapes. You really can't identify them at this point. They're what I want to say 7-8 feet tall. They're definitely moving. There's at least 3 of them, and then sort of past that, the 26 notices there's another one that's like 13, 14, 15 feet tall. And its head like sort of like darts in your guys' direction as you guys are coming coming sort of unintentionally toward it now that you guys have seen it. And you've proceeded far enough through the mist to see that it is it looks like a flock of axebeaks, and they are very unhappy to see you. This one, the biggest one, unleashes a screech. Everybody roll initiative. And look, there's babies too.
Okay, my map
Click on your
has
token.
Yeah.
my map only has SAR on it.
Yeah.
Down here.
I mean,
Oh, I'm so
okay,
sorry. It's there. Try
Okay.
now.
yeah.
Oh my god, my eyeballs.
I dragged you guys over, but it didn't work, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Well, oh, babies.
Alright. Not bad.
Whoops. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is the initiative menu up?
It is not, but it should still be tracking you guys.
We're still good, yeah. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
You ever had axe speak?
I don't think we have. In this party.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Actually, yeah, might have been with a different campaign.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
I think you guys encountered an axe speak and did not fight it. I think that's what happens
Yeah.
with this bunch.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
you guys were camping and there was like an upturned wagon and it was like pecking about and then it left.
Yeah.
Didn't
Something
see
like
the terrain.
Yes, correct. In this case, you do see the mist and sort of fog all around. Outside of a certain distance, ranged attack rolls will have disadvantage, folks. All right, the little guy is first. With that screech, it is aware of your presence. It sort of like perks up and looks in your direction. What's up?
Sorry, just rolling a d6 because yeah, new day, new things. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it's going to dash behind the big one. Sorry, it's your turn.
Does it look like a baby?
Looks like a baby. Looks like you've got 3 adults and a really big adult of some kind, and then 3 babies. But I think without even, making any sorts of rolls, axe beaks are very fast. And, once they decide they want to kill you, they will kill you. or at least try.
Yeah. Yeah, and that big one's sort of it's got our number.
It is like
essentially.
looking directly at you guys. It's
Yeah.
screeched, informing all the rest.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to do is, oh yes, let's go for this.
Yeah, so basically, even if you manage to escape the other ones, that one's probably going to come after you.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Mm-hmm.
on 20-foot cube. Oh yeah, there's the cube thing now. Majority.
There's a way to
center,
minimize
sure.
it, too. If you look at the top of the box.
Oh yes, fabulous. And 20-foot cube. It's a 20-foot diameter, right? So yeah, if I go, what? Does that?
Mhm.
Hold on, the cube thing's actually throwing me a little. Yeah, let's stick with lines. 20. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks correct.
In order to get all these lot glowing.
Fails the deck save. And this is going to be left, right? Failures. Oh, they are all
Oh
aglow.
wow.
What's yeah, pretty good.
All right, and then I'll.
So I'll just do this. The ones that have the circle around them, actually, you know, all of them are currently glowing, but it is what it is.
I just noticed the mist is moving.
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's bonus action into chalice form.
Oh, now everyone's glowing.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, next one's gonna be this little fella. That's not it. That's it. Okay. No, this one.
Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, I'll shuffle. Over here.
Oh no. There it is. Okay, it's hard to tell because they're in the glow. So if it wasn't clear, it was hard to see, but as they're sort of like looking up from doing so, they were all like drinking out of this like little pond here. It's kind of a large pond,
Oh.
honestly. This one.
This whole bit here's a pond.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
This one, actually, I think it would make more sense for him to go up here. It's gonna zoop over that way. All right. One of the adults is gonna charge forward, squawking the whole way. And I think it's probably what's yeah, it's coming straight for Sar. You are glowing as well. Kind of makes
Yep.
you a noticeable
Sparkle
target.
friend.
And it's gonna axe beak your face. Oh.
Oh, that's gonna be a hit.
Star's not had a great week.
No.
9 plus 7, so 16
think-
slashing.
Yeah, I think it's concentration, right? The fairy fire. It is. So yeah, my 16 damage.
16
that's
damage,
not
roll your
there.
concentration.
Yeah. And concentration check, which is same as a con save. Boop.
Correct.
Nope. Okay, and they're not sparkling anymore. That was fast.
Lasted so very long.
Oh, all the fairy fire's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So none of them are glowing anymore. I think I deleted, not make it 0. Yeah. Alright, next up is another youngin. Let me double check a thing. Bolding presence was +1 to attack and damage, so you actually take or +2 to attack and damage. You take 2 additional damage. My mistake.
Oh, I do. Okay.
It's not on their stat blocks because they're used for other things as well. This little guy. It's gonna over here next to the sibling. Next up is Corwin.
Okay, so they all ran up there. You were saying basically I'd have disadvantage on anything ranged
If you're more
outside.
than 30 feet away, yeah.
30 feet away.
Which, could be not a problem, potentially.
Give me a second. I think I can do a bonus action of I'm just totally losing the terminology here. Dragon's Breath. Once per, for free or whatever. But the point is, I think it's bonus. That's what I'm trying to discern whether Dragon's Breath is bonus.
It should say it on the spell, yeah.
Casting, yes, 1 bonus. So I think I can. I guess my next question that I'm trying to just read through my stuff is whether I know I can cast it on Dribbly, but whether I can cast it without touch because of our connection. Ultimately, I don't want to have to cast it on him or move to cast it on him if that's going to give this guy an opportunity of attack on me.
That will be in somewhere in Dribbly's thing. It'll be on your sheet, but in like the thing that gives you Dribbly.
Here it is, Dracomancy, but let me read through this.
I feel like it'd be in Draconic Gift, or Draconic Companion, I mean. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, the Draconic Gift was just the Thaumaturgy. Dracomancy is should be it, but I'm not seeing anything that answers the question.
I mean, assume not.
Oh
then.
wait, spells. Oh, just come back. The spells that target self or have a range of touch must target you or your Drake, and any spell that requires the selection of an element has its elemental automatically set to that of your Drake, which would be fire here. That still doesn't actually make it clear to me, other than like obviously
it doesn't
I can
change.
cast it on him.
Yeah, it doesn't change the range. It's just saying
Right.
it has to be on one of you.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
The answer is no. It's still a touch.
All right. I'm just gonna come up here to there. Does anybody attack me?
Sure do.
No, he doesn't.
He
So
tries.
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna touch Dribbly and cast Dragon's Breath on him. That's a bonus. That's 10 feet of movement. I'm gonna go ahead and I had my bow ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this dude. I think we measured he's within range for that
Correct.
to be
Yeah.
normal. So twin shot. Just double check. That's on Dex. Everything's good. This is a beast. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so that's check 2 and
That is a hit.
24.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I don't know.
That doesn't have anything else attached to it, damage-wise.
Then the beast would be +3 to global damage modifier, so it'd be
3 more
12 damage. Okay.
And don't forget weighted quiver is an extra die. So it's another d6.
Did that do? No, that's just
Yeah.
a one. Okay.
That just says rolling 1-1.
Right.
I don't think
yeah,
that
I
did
just
it.
clicked on the name of it. So, well, no, never mind. That's the attack modifier. Duh. So that's the damage.
Okay. So you have a limited number because they're doing extra damage.
Gotcha. So whatever that was, I guess that's 12 and 4, 16. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
Looks to
not
be.
bad damage. Okay. One more for my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I always roll high on these attacks. 25. Doesn't look like this stuff is gonna work, even though I got it checked. So we'll come down. Where was it? 6 and 3. Well, that's not a roll. I didn't mean to click it really. So 20, I think. Is that right?
Oh, you're adding it all together?
Well, the 3 is the beasts. The 6 is the roll for the weighted quiver.
Got it. Okay,
And
sorry.
the-
I was flipping them around. That's fine. That drops that one, which
Nice.
immediately this giant one lets out just like unleashes a screech and
Whoops.
moves
Ghibli did it.
automatically moves. What's the range? Oh damn, okay. It just automatically runs right at Corwin.
Hello.
You made him
How
mad.
are you?
Dribblies once again
Get
not
this
returning.
party
That's fine.
started.
Okay, so now after you is Dribbly.
Dribbly. Okay. I think ultimately he's just gonna end up maybe. I think if that's the boundary, stepping up just one, and then Dragon's Breathing, like in the kind of northeast direction, so it doesn't hit Corwin. I don't
Kind of
think it's
like
gonna hit anybody but this big guy.
the elephant before. Sort of make it a little clear, maybe potentially make it a little clearer
Mhm.
what his spacing is. There you go. And you want to Dragon's Breath him?
Yeah, so that's gonna be fire, and I'm just gonna throw this in chat.
Okay. Deck save.
Dexterity, 3d6 damage.
Nice.
So that would be 10 fire. And he can't actually, what's it called? Infuse that because it's basically a spell. So I think that's Dribbly's turn.
I made a mistake. When he moves up to you, he can make a single attack.
Ooh.
So he will
So
do that. 17 to hit Corwin.
I think that meets it. Yeah, my armor class is 17 without my
Righty.
shield.
It's 13 slashing.
Give it to me. All right.
And then he takes 10. So... Okay, yeah, that singed his feathers slightly. Yeah, that's a problem. But I believe that's it for Dribbly.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna dash all the way forward. They have 50-foot movement, which unfortunately means he's attacking Corwin.
No.
You signed up to be the tank, right? And this is plus. So the axe beaks have +2 attack and damage, but it's not in their sheets, so it's gonna be 2 higher.
Oh,
21.
that's high enough.
And so the damage is 12. That's literally maximum damage.
Hey, I got hit with 16, so it's clearly not.
That was a crit.
Yeah.
All right, we're over to Helena.
So you can like shout a question, right? Or is that like
Yeah.
doing something?
Yeah, I mean, it has to
Yeah.
be like limited. It can't be like, a dissertation, but yeah. So it's gonna be kind of short, but yeah.
So
What the dog doing?
could I be like, do you think this will scare him off? And like hold up my rifle?
There's
Hmm.
no reason not to use that
It's to
anymore.
find out.
There's no
What?
horses. There's no horses anymore. There's no reason not to use it.
It might.
Well, yeah.
You're
It
currently
Angela
might.
trying to
might
kill
say
us.
Like
otherwise, but
scare
yeah.
someone.
Everyone's saying in one way or another. Yeah, take the gamble. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious. Do it.
Trying to kill us.
So am I need to look. See how close I am.
Unless you're shooting
Does
one
it
of the
matter how
babies,
close
I
I
think
am?
you're fine.
Is it a cone
Okay.
damage? Or just like a range
I think
attack?
she's referring
It's
to
just a ranged attack, yeah.
disadvantage on
Okay.
the missed, but I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
hit,
but
Oh, no,
it's
I was
only
gonna-
the babies that are too far with regards to the missed range.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was too close to
Oh
the
no,
big one or
Oh,
not.
fair.
not at all.
Okay.
And if you hit, you will get your sneak attack. So
Okay.
that'll hit.
Do I have that checked?
Hopefully. Ooh. That's 27 damage. Just and it kind of gets them to perk up, but it doesn't scare them off.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best way to scare something off is to do 27 damage.
Yeah.
Or more. Or
Yeah, that would get me running, that's for sure.
I think I just took
Oh.
more than that.
Actually, there's a positive here. Do you remember you recently gained proficiency on your rifle?
Ooh.
Which you have in there, but you having proficiency now just saved you from a misfire.
Oh.
It's just not
Nice.
changed on the thing. So let me quick thing. Now your misfire is 7 or below, not 8 or below.
Word.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. But that is big damage. Do you want to move anywhere?
I think I'll stay here for now.
Fair enough. Itella, you're next up.
How many of these creatures are coming at us?
It looks like 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
the babies are here.
Oh. And I'm the last one to go, right?
Of your party, yes, correct.
Okay, is this an action? Instantaneous. I'm actually going to cast Caustic Rally on my party so that they can do more damage.
Ooh.
Oh, pop that in chat. That is a 3rd level
Okay.
spell.
Oh, wait. I didn't. Oh, crud. Where'd it go? There it is. Go. I hit the wrong button. So that gives everybody 2d6 additional acid or poison. Who makes the choice?
You. Yeah, you do.
I'm not sure. I think acid would do more damage to them quicker.
Yeah, so you're going to pick acid. Fun fact, if anybody is within range of their currently equipped weapon, they also get an extra attack.
Yep.
That is all of you.
Yep.
So are you
That's
hitting
why I
Dribbly
did
with
On our
that
turns.
as well?
Go for it.
That is all of you. I don't know. I don't know what Merlin said, but that's something else.
I was asking if it was immediate or on our turn, basically.
No,
On our
it's
turns,
you
we
get
get
it
an extra.
extra right now.
Additionally, the targets of this spell may make a single weapon attack against a creature within the range of their equipped weapon. It is an instantaneous spell. That's now.
Oh.
Oh.
So let's go one at a time. Let's start with Corwin. It's got to be your currently equipped weapon. You cannot change.
Should it be a disadvantage then? Because it's a bow.
Yeah.
It depends what you go for, I guess.
Well, it's got to be my bow. Well,
No, as
yeah, I
in what
guess
target
that's
you go
true.
for. Yeah.
Could I
Yeah.
shoot
Fun
this?
fact: we've been doing that wrong the whole time. It's if there's a creature
Oh, no, that's right.
threatening you, you have
Right,
disadvantage. Not if your target is within 5 feet of you.
Right. Yeah. So,
Oh.
I think I'm just gonna instinctively shoot the big guy again.
Hopefully, pause for a second. Okay, go ahead. Hopefully it works this time. Your check boxes, I mean. Disadvantage because he's super close.
I hit it. Did it not? Okay.
15 will hit.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say that hit before.
Yeah, he's a big one.
And that's gonna use an arrow too. Okay.
Correct.
So 8.
Damn, you
which
might have to
doesn't-
refresh to see if it makes him work or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8 plus 3
I can do
plus
that
1d6
after
plus
that.
2d6.
So 11, and then 17, and that's it, right?
The 2d6 from the caustic rally.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. 9 more. So
Heck
I
yeah.
guess 23,
Very nice.
and the 3, so 26 actually, because the 3 from the beasts.
Correct. Dang. All right.
And after Dribbly, I'll do a refresh.
Yeah, go ahead, Dribbly.
I guess he'll probably be able to hit the 2. Oh no, that's him. Never mind. I thought he was a XP.
It's an attack roll.
Um,
That is not. If you're talking about doing Dragon Breath, that's not an attack roll. It has to be
Oh,
an
that's
attack
right.
roll.
Gotcha. So it's a bite.
Mhm.
Okay.
As flames are still sputtering from between his teeth, he just chomps into the guy with
Oh,
a
and he
bite.
can infuse this.
Infused with acid and apparently also infused with fire. So roll the
And an
2d6
extra.
acid. Amazing.
Roll 2d6. And if that doesn't kill it, he's going to infuse it for another 1d6 since it was a bite.
Okay.
1d6 for another 5. Woohoo!
Nice.
So 13 and 15. 28.
Very nice. All right. Oh, there's a minor mistake there. It is Helena's go. As in the extra attack is Helena's go. I think that's right. That will hit, and here's the scary thing: you do get your sneak attack.
Oh, wow.
So go ahead and roll the extra 2d6 acid damage. Unfortunate, but that's still a ton of damage. Pretty good. That was a solid turn. Oh wait, sorry. Do you have something to smack this thing with?
Well, yeah, like I've got my moon sickle in my hand, so it's going to be that.
Give it a smack.
Yeah, I've never done a manual attack with the moon sickle before.
At advantage.
Oh, at advantage, yeah.
Oh wait, no, you don't have advantage. Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
Okay, well, it's a 23 anyway.
I have no idea why I said that. That's a hit.
Yeah.
With
Wait, what?
2d6 extra
Hold on.
damage. Huh?
Okay, that's not a 23. It's clearly set up wrong, but it's a hit. Because the roll is a 17.
Correct.
That is set up correctly though.
And then 2d6
For
acid.
7 damage. Oh, and 2d6 acid.
It's a good spell.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
way to end the turn. You know?
14.
Oh, he's looking pretty rough.
I'd never be able to
Come close
hit
to
that
that.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, does that use our reaction, or is that just part of the spell?
No, that's just part of the spell.
I don't think it really matters this round, at least for me, but it's sort of worth to know.
It's the Sovereign's go, and I think it's just going to.
Oh, that is accurate. Okay. I didn't expect to have all those pluses for doing a manual attack like that.
I think it's just going to hit Corwin, since technically Corwin's the one that brought 1 to 0 hit points.
Mm.
1,
Yep.
3.
Oh,
Ooh.
they all hit. So, give it to me.
27 slashing.
All right.
As
all
it just like woodpeckers into your shoulder.
right. Don't even make a sound. You don't even hear Corwin wince at all. One arm's hanging off entirely, but he's quiet. He's not. He's taking it a pro.
Fantastic.
No, I think everybody else winced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and we can just because of their movement, and they are going to dash right now. All of the little guys, they're 100 feet that way. They're gone. They're off the map. They are
Okay.
running away from you guys.
No. Well,
Sorry.
Good.
they started it.
Okay, yeah. So, what I'm going to do is remind myself of ooh, okay. Yeah, that one's touch. Right, yeah. So, I'm going to ignore that. Yeah. Run over here because that had already used its reaction on Corwin.
Correct. It has not had a turn yet.
And then cast Moonbeam.
Okay, okay.
Let me lips. We are. Cast Moonbeam. Ooh. Shuffle it a little. There.
Sure.
And oh yeah, let me click on Moonbeam as well at that.
I can never remember what the saving throw is. Like what type.
It is. It's somewhere in this essay.
Con save.
Con, yeah. Ooh.
Is that for half?
If it.
Or half as much
wait,
on a successful?
On a failed or half, yeah.
Roll it.
So let me. That's what, 2d10. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
that's something.
This guy takes 5. This guy takes 2.
Yeah. Yes. It's also going to, when they start their turns, have to deal with that too.
Sweet. All right. If that's it for you, next up is the guy that you ran away from.
That's
Who's
it for
gonna?
me. Yep.
Zoop. Chase you.
Yeah.
Beak. Oh no, that's. Is that
That's
another
2
one?
crits in a row. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
6 and 6 is 12 plus 2 is 14 slashing damage.
Oh, dearie me. I'm going to.
His turn.
Yeah.
Corwin.
I'm gonna have to cook this one.
Quick question about the Dracomancy. If Dragon Breath is just it's the regular spell, then I think I need to make a concentration save.
3 actually, because you got hit 3
Or
times.
yeah.
Or is
So
it? So I think it's just DC 10 3 times.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, yeah, I've got to do the same with Moonbeam.
Oh yeah,
and that's just should I just hit Constitution or Constitution saving?
it's
Or-
a Constitution save.
Con save works, yeah. It's the same.
I think that's a failure, Scott, because it was 14.
No,
Oh, it's half. Sorry,
it's
you're right.
half of
You're right.
14's. Rounds up to 10.
You are
So,
correct. One more. Yep, you're good. You maintain.
So he still has got it, and I'm concentrating on something. That's the biggest reason why I wanted to ask, because everything I can do requires concentration. Pretty much. I am going to dodge, which I believe gives everything that would attack me disadvantage.
And it gives you
yeah.
advantage on dexterity saves.
So the start of your next turn, an attack roll made against you has disadvantage, and you make dexterity saves during this. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna dodge and pull out my shield. And I
Yeah, you
had
can do
some
that.
witty line to say to this bird that I can't remember now. But ultimately I'm buckling down. I'm dodging. You know. I'm
Hide
going
behind your
defensive.
shield. You've gotten clucking mad.
Yeah, my
Something like that.
AC is 19. Yeah. You asked me too many questions. And I think that's Corwin, because I'm not going to risk a opportunity, so he's not going to move. Can't bonus without doing anything to it. Well, I guess I could quick bonus. No. Do I have a bonus still? Because I could pop a potion.
You haven't used it. If you really want to, you can, yeah.
I don't apparently have a healing. Oh, I do. I have 2 basic healing. So that's what, 2d?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, yeah, I'll guzzle that. So I drop my bow, I guzzle the potion, pull out my shield, and I'm like, whatever else I said. Okay, so 6. Okay, that healed a little bit. Feels a little bit better. And that's Corwin. Do you think Drively would be able to potentially kind of like maybe take a step in this direction and get the fire breath angle to hit both of these guys without hitting Corwin? I think he could go one more to the north without,
Yeah, absolutely.
something like that. Yeah, awesome. So he's going to open up with some flames, fricassee some of these axe beaks, and I guess it's a dex save.
Yes, correct.
I think those are both saves.
The first one definitely is. I don't know about the second one.
Is it save for half or?
It's
full?
half, yeah.
What would it be? My spell save DC is 14.
Oh, so they both save. Yeah, it's your
Okay.
spell save.
It was 3d6, I think.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess 4, maybe.
Yeah. It's rounded down. So 3. But
Okay, 3. No, I'm optimistic. So send some feathers. He gets his reaction back, so he'll be able to infuse someone else doing a weapon damage. But I think that's it for Dribbley.
fair enough. All right, this guy is gonna start his turn in the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Con save that. Failure.
6. For 2d10, I'm rolling low.
Yeah, and he's gonna beak you. He's gonna miss. Miss your 19. Helena.
I'm gonna go for the big guy again.
Heck yeah, do it. Ooh, unfortunately, that is a misfire.
Ah.
It was like, it's like maybe the. I'm drawing a total blank on terms here. The thingy that does the spark like missed. I can't. Oh, I know it. It's just not
Oh,
in my
like
brain.
the flintlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like
Hammer
missed, like it's
bent.
bent and has to be bent
Mm.
properly, and it does
Firing
take in.
hammer.
Fire, yes, I think so. Firing pin, maybe. So you do
Yeah,
take
firing pin.
you have to realign it.
Mhm.
But that is your action. If there's anything else you want to try and do,
I don't think I have anything I can really do right now.
I mean, mostly just moving, honestly.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna still stay here.
Okie dokie.
Make the guard.
Next up is Itella.
Hmm.
Does the big guy look hurt?
He looks pretty beat up, yeah.
If I do a range attack spell. Oh yeah, he's far enough away. Okay, that'll work. That's a big guy, right? Okay, that should work. Let us do it to it. Oh, I'm still sitting at disadvantage, but anyway. It's a 14 hit him?
14 hits. Don't forget that's multiple missiles with that.
Yeah, I need to look at how many. 3. So do I roll 3 times?
That's
To hit? Do I roll to hit 3 times?
it's 3 separate attacks, yes.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry, hold on. Roll the damage to the first one.
I'm so sorry.
Remove your disadvantage or whatever, please. That's 11. That drops him.
Oh,
It just you send a wasp over to him and it stings him in the eye and he collapses. That's
then I
unpleasant.
guess I'm gonna have to go shoot at the other one over here then. The other
Okay,
2.
that's another missile. 17's a hit. Oh,
Oh,
that's
I did not mean to do that. Sorry. I just missed. Oh, come on!
Wait, no, hold on.
I don't know why it's doing this to me.
Pause. The second one was a
Stamina.
17, which is a hit for 11 damage on this guy, which is dead. Third missile, roll the attack.
Jeez.
That's a hit. Roll damage. That's 4. He's looking real heckin' rough. But he's still standing. Do you want to move at all?
No. No reason to.
All right. Sar.
All right. I'll use my action to move the moonbeam over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
an immediate save, right?
Yes. If hold on.
Uh,
There's the description again. But based on how it starts, when a creature enters the spell's area, yeah, for the first time, which is what this moment is.
just go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah. 11. And the
You drop
potential
it.
half. Hey. Yes, I did get to cook it in the end.
Yeah, it's dead. Drops the last one. You guys look off in the distance, peering through the now thinning mist. You see the 3 little axe beak babies just like tick, 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 like that way, like that way, where you guys are going that way. You know, like you guys are parallel. I don't know. Words are hard. That's that though. You succeeded. You guys can continue on your way, or you know, if you really want to, get some actual meat.
So I'll sort of say to the party, so we were told the dwarves they really just trade. Do you reckon they'd be up for they'd be interested in trading for some axe beak materials?
Yeah, I think if we can harvest any of it, if I don't know, harvest is the right word, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
it shouldn't go to waste.
yeah.
We could make some more jerky.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't go to waste, but we have to be careful that we don't have the smell of meat on us to attract others. I mean, we are out in the wilderness.
Yeah, Sal sort of looks towards
So if you
the
cook it first.
yeah. So like looking towards the mountains, I guess it would probably be a survival sort of to judge
Mhm.
like how long it would probably take to get um into these mountains before us, where we expect there to be at some place the dwarven town or
Settlement,
encamp
really,
or
or
whatever. Yeah,
camp. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I don't think you have an idiot. Jeez.
Yeah, we're probably only about an hour or two away.
Meanwhile, all of you look in that direction. And you're like, anybody else want to see if they have any idea when prompted by this statement?
We'll try it.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Just waiting for there you go. You're pretty sure it's more than an hour, Helena, but you're not sure. Maybe 2 days.
That's a little different.
You get pretty close. On the other hand, Corwin, you're looking and you're like, this is definitely, we're about 4 days away.
Okay. I'll let him know. I'll let everyone know.
Yeah, an hour?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Now you mention that, that seems more like
That's
it.
the
Yeah,
mist in my eyes. It's fine.
yeah.
If you guys want, there are 3 axe beaks, and then there's the axe beak sovereign. You guys can determine who wants to make survival checks to butcher them and stuff. And let me know if anybody's helping anybody. I'll be right back in like 1 minute. But
And
discuss it, make decisions. I'll be back.
yeah, one of the other things I'm doing just now is casting first level cure wounds on myself. There's going to be more going to other people as well. So brace yourselves. um, uh, and then there's straight off that 7 that goes to Corwin.
Nice.
And then actually going to head over to Corwin and cast second level cure wounds on him directly. So that's that and plus an additional 2, so that's another 23.
Nice.
Um,
Thank you.
and no one
I'm
else was
almost
really
full.
hit, correct?
Dribbly wasn't. I don't
Yeah.
think
No,
anybody else
I don't
was.
think I would.
Yeah. In which case, yeah, and then that'll go to me.
all my wounds have closed up and just a few bruises, some
Yeah.
scrapes. You
Oh,
could tell
good.
where the axe beak pecked at me, but it's not bleeding anymore.
Yeah, that was a lot of pecking at you.
I mean, I look a lot better. I should, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm very close
Yeah,
to full.
excellent.
I can
Uh,
start shoving axe beak meat into my bag again.
yeah,
Yeah, I have
yeah, and I
proficiency in
think.
survival, by the way.
Oh, fabulous. In which case, maybe after that, I'll like assist you with like cutting off the beaks or anything like that.
I'll go ahead and assist with that also. If I'm not just, you know what, I think I'll just flat out do it now that I think about it.
Yeah.
You said it was
Survival.
being on the right page would help.
Yeah, actually, Corwin did that
Oh yeah.
that wyvern. Or
Mhm.
the
Yeah, yeah.
pristine.
What's Helena doing while they're doing butchery?
Shoving it in her bag.
Oh, I was,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, that comes after. Mostly, I just mean Sara is helping Corwin. Are you helping Itella? Is what I meant.
I
Oh,
was
I
gonna
thought she was
say,
gonna be. I'm sorry. I thought she was gonna be fixing her gun. Actually.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
yeah, and whichever open carcass Corwin would start to hide. If the biggest one, he would start there. If Itella jumped on that, he would go to the next one. You know what I mean? So then,
Let's call it this way. Corwin and Sar, you guys are working on the Sovereign. Itella, you're working on the other three because it's about equivalent time. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
It would be.
and Corwin can advantage roll because yeah, I'm assisting. So just roll again. Yeah.
21 instead.
Lovely.
let me double check a thing. Oh, come on. Really? You just. Definitely successes in all their in all cases. You guys do manage to get more than you guys can carry, if we're being honest. So open my calculator here.
Are the scavengers starting to come?
I don't think so. It's not been. It's been like an
Yeah.
hour, maybe two, but it's not. They haven't been dead so long that they started to reek or anything.
I mean,
Well,
also,
yeah.
Driggly can be burning stuff we don't want to leave for the next 10 minutes. Just with Dragon's Breath.
Yeah. Ooh, that smells good.
Well,
There's absolutely no way you guys can carry all this meat. You guys need to decide what to do. Because even your box or bag or whatever can only hold so much,
Yeah.
right? Because you have a
Right,
box
I
and a
can
bag. Am I remembering
leave the
right?
rest.
Yeah. I was
Hey.
shoving it in my bag. I don't know if I want to make the box
Yeah.
nasty.
Meat locker.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
One thing that as you guys are like sort of butchering them, this is Corwin and Sar. As you guys are butchering the Sovereign, it really takes you aback. Just like the shape, the sturdiness, the sharpness of the beak itself.
Yeah.
And so you guys probably take like the Sovereign's beak. I would you just
Oh, absolutely.
butchering it. It's like this is notable. You could make something out of this.
Mhm.
The others, they're common axe beak. It's less.
Mm.
Yeah.
I would say and a bag of holding hold. Yeah, 500 pounds. Yeah, you guys can get 3/4 of the meat you butchered. Axe beaks aren't small. You
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
got the Sovereign,
I
which is
mean-
almost twice as big. So you got about 1,500 pounds of meat.
Oh, blinking neck. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Shove that
But
all in the bag, and then that's 500 in there. You guys got 1,000 to determine what to do with. If you want to put it in the box, you can.
Blinking neck. That's nearly 700 kilos. Sorry, I'm on the other side of the pond here. I needed a moment to sort of
That's fair.
gauge that.
Sounds like a lot, but is it?
I mean, we might as well fill up our bags with anything we can potentially
Yeah.
sell to the dwarves that we should be hopefully talking to soon.
Yeah, meat
then
and
rest of the
strong crafting materials sound like good options for trade to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
the
don't you give me
max are just
trying to think what it would be. What are you skilled in, Corwin?
Survival.
Sorry, toolkit. Sorry.
Well, he's not like.
I know he's not
I
doing
don't
anything.
think
I'm
he-
just asking the question.
No,
What are you proficient in?
Right. That I don't think he's proficient in like skinning or anything. I was working on being proficient in weaving, but we've been skipping it because it's just not that important to getting the sessions completed. I don't think I'm proficient in skinning in any
Well, that's
way.
why I was asking like what you guys are doing at the rests and
Survival,
stuff. You guys can just do that at the rests. It's not important.
Well, I would be proficient in weaving maybe, but I don't think that would help here.
Okay, the two
otherwise-
of you working on the Sovereign. Why don't you guys give me an intelligence check for something that's a little less obvious?
And that's just
Just a straight
Uh,
intelligence.
18.
Not bad.
18.
Together in unison, you say, "Wonder if those legs could be used for something."
Check out them legs.
Yeah.
That's something else. Yeah, you guys can
Mean
grab
to
those and throw them on the back of the cart if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys,
I think independent it would have been a case of we'd have been taking the claws and whatnot from the feet.
that's probably
and
what. That's probably when you
yeah,
noticed.
probably
And you're
when
like,
we
just take the whole
noticed.
thing.
Oh, these are quite nice legs.
Like the bones as a whole, like I mean, these things are built, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, refocusing onto it's up to Helena if she's stuffing the meat in the box, or it's just the bag.
I mean, if it's all right with everybody else, I think 500 pounds is quite a bit.
Yeah.
They just take the 500 and leave the rest short. Yeah, if that's the determination, that's what you do.
Did you want to take less than that, or
No, I feel like she wouldn't want to make the box all messy. The bag already
Yeah.
had a bunch of meat in it.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
line of thinking, which is fine. That's fair. That's the decision.
I mean, you could afterward wash it out with soap and water, right? Sarah's got an alchemy kit or a jar.
Let's scrub the
Yeah,
inside of
gosh, I
the
forgot about the
interdimensional
alchemy jar,
box.
Yeah.
Like, how's that gonna work? Let's scrub the inside of the interdimensional box. How's that gonna
Well,
work?
you just fill it, close it, and then shake it.
I don't know. It's up to her. She doesn't want to. You can just move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then, assuming nobody else takes extra chunks of meat or something, you guys got 500 pounds of axe beak meat. You've got the beak and legs, and technically claws, but they're attached to the legs, of an axe beak sovereign, which is notable and interesting stuff for later. And by the time you guys are done, the mist is pretty fully cleared. You guys have had the equivalent of a short rest. Don't worry about rolling anything. And you guys pack up and continue toward the mountains. Zip you back over here. So be sure to write down that you got all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's too low. That's gonna put you guys another half day forward. Yeah, so I guess technically you'd be like here. So as the day is coming to a close, You guys find yourselves setting up your hallucinatory terrain and your camp as you've been doing the last few nights. Um, So as you guys are doing that, you guys notice as you're sort of like cooking your meal, the fire like starts to crackle and flicker, and it flares up significantly more than it has before, and like the image of like humanoid figure appears in the fire, and a familiar voice speaks to all of you. Perhaps I have underestimated you. Perhaps we should make a deal. And stepping out of the fire, you see much like before on the mountain, you see the mirage of the matron stepping out of the flame. Shall we? And she's just like looking at the group of you.
Yeah, we're stunned. I mean, I think
What's
Corwin
the
would,
one?
put his hand on his bow. You're ready for something.
Oh, what was that? Liz?
That's the one that we like fought and they like disappeared, right?
Yeah, they kind of look like a golden red illusion sort of thing, and they showed up on the mountaintop and started fighting you guys. I guess it was the mountainside, but yeah. Yep.
Is it? I mean, I want to say, can I tell if it's just a projection or like it's really?
It's exactly the same as before, as far as you can tell.
Right.
Whatever that means, it's the same as
Right.
before, right?
Okay. And she's not attacking us. She's
speaking to you. Yeah.
What, did she ask a question? I'm sorry. What was the last thing she
I
said?
will repeat. So she emerges from the fire, and she says, "Perhaps I have miscalculated. Maybe I can offer you a deal." And that's where she paused as she stepped out of the fire. But, maybe after like 10 seconds of no one saying anything, she goes, "I will give you 500 gold each to deliver the beacon to me instead. And I will call off the assassins. What do you say?"
I say you're desperate.
She eyes you up and down, and she goes, "I would say we all are."
Sal will speak up and just say, "We have no reason to trust you."
More reason to distrust you.
Well, she did attack us, so that's a distrust.
Right.
But if we're going to tally, you don't even know who you're taking this to. You know me far better than you know them. Does that not strike you as strange?
As far as we know thus far, though, they've never tried to have us killed.
Certainly not yet.
And
go ahead.
Add a character. I mean, we're trying to stop. There's a prophecy of destruction, and we're trying to stop that. And
I mean, I guess technically that has nothing to do with you. You were using that to convince the assassins not to finish their job. Your guys' whole deal? Your guys' whole deal is getting the beacon to the guy who hired you to do it. That's it. Right. That's everything.
Yeah. But don't we have a reason, some deeper, that has to do with like we're saving lives by taking it to that person, or is that not true? Am I making that up?
You guys have no knowledge of that.
Okay.
You may have made an assumption.
We've encountered hearsay along the way, but with regards to our actual party, technically speaking, this is just a job.
Yeah, it's like as far as you guys are aware, I think, just to reiterate a bit, that the matron and the people who serve her are desperate for whatever this beacon is and have killed for it. You are aware of that.
Yeah. And they sort of incinerated that town we were in, and
Yeah.
In
I
an
think,
attempt to get it. Yeah.
and I think Helena and maybe Itella, or I might have got that. No, I've got that backwards. Itella and maybe Helena have some personal stuff with regards to
Oh no, unrelated.
these fire cults that are like they're unrelated to the job at hand, but
Gotcha. Yeah. Parallels, perhaps, but not
yeah,
directly related. And definitely,
but
if there's doubt in the
but might
minds,
go into like whether or not one would be willing to work with them.
and if there's doubt in the minds, Itella knows for certain these were not the people that attacked his home, for sure. Like,
Right.
there's no
Okay.
doubt.
Okay.
They're not the same people, but there's parallels, as in fire was involved.
Yeah,
Um,
and there was the involvement with the Torchwood Wall.
oh yeah, the
Um,
scorched wood
yeah,
wall. Yeah,
Scorchwood Wall. Yeah, not Torchwood. That's Doctor Who.
yeah, it sure is.
Do we have any inclination why the matron wants it? Like, we know that
You
they
guys
want
have
it
been
bad.
told
We know that they
nothing.
killed for it.
You guys have been like told nothing as to what she wants to do with it. You don't know anything about why the guy you're working with wants it, or the
Right.
person you're working with. You don't know why they want it either. You just know this is the person that hired you, and this person started with not killing people, whereas as far as you can tell, the matron started with killing people. You know, that's like some of the definitive information that you have. So it kind of just comes
Okay.
down to, are you willing to just sell her the beacon right now?
Corwin's gonna kind of like throw whatever he was holding down and just kind of like throw his hands up and using thaumaturgy, make his voice as loud as he can and try to intimidate this matron and say, "Why do you want it anyway?" Do you want me to roll an intimidation check?
Sure, at advantage.
I'm not proficient. 7.
You know,
Hold on, I've it's not gonna do much, but hold on, I've got my wheel on at the moment. I think it's ability check. Yes, I'm gonna use one of my cosmic omens to at least give you an extra D6.
So I added
So that
that's 7.
so at the very least it doesn't come off as pathetic.
So 12.
12.
Okay.
I think.
I aim
puffs
to
up his
unite the world in one grand golden flame. That is
Corwin
all.
looks to Itella.
Unless you can replace all the lives that you have destroyed, you're not getting this.
Lives that we have destroyed.
Well, I can't hear you.
The lives that we have destroyed. Souls and spirits already merged with the great golden flame. Perhaps onto something better, closer, a oneness we can never imagine. I offer
So
you the
your
chance.
purpose is to make this world a golden flame?
Perhaps. If that is something you desire, I will buy the beacon from you, and you will have time to escape as far away as you want, if it is not something you desire. But if it is, you can join me in the grand ceremony.
Corwin's gonna draw his rapier. So we don't want to see the world burn.
Well then, As they say, the gloves are off. You best hope those assassins take heed of your fearful words. And she steps back into the flame, and with a crackle and pop, vanishes.
Corwin
Mm.
turns to the rest of the party and say, right? We don't want to see the world burn, right?
Great.
Not in the way they're thinking.
They're
That's for sure.
desperate. She's
They
desperate.
are.
Maybe we should get as best of a night's sleep as we can and double time it tomorrow, or just get to it, or whatever. Just
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
they might not even be close enough to catch us at this point. That might be why she's so desperate.
Yeah, sounds like a
You can give me
Good
an insight
plan.
check to see what you think.
Sure.
Any
I
of you
do
can.
think we need to double our guards.
You're
at
very
night.
unsure. So, double your guards would be the whole party. I don't think that works.
You know what I mean.
Does anybody else
More
want to roll an
vigilant.
insight?
Yeah.
16?
Vigilant.
Vigilant, yeah. Well, you're fairly certain, Sar, that she's got something up her sleeve, but whether or not it's going to be all that much worse than what you've already seen,
Yeah.
we'll see.
yeah. So yeah, like so just say like, yeah, I'm sure she's got something in mind, but we've just got to go with it at this point.
Yep.
Sneaky fire lady.
So, you guys can, right, that, you guys can settle down for the evening.
I
Whoa.
think we're still hallucinatory terraining.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys are sort of settled in that.
It's so nice.
It's essentially our pop-up campsite.
Yeah, I'm picturing the scene in the Goofy movie where he like does the RV and it's like the pool and everything. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I picture. Yeah. So, you guys are resting for the evening. Are you guys cooking up some axe beak food, like meat, or what are you guys doing?
I think it would be
definitely.
foolish not to. Yeah.
Especially if you guys took anything that's not in a bag, because the bag stuff's gonna like last a little bit longer.
Mm.
So if
Right.
anybody took something that wasn't in the bag, you'd probably want to cook that up.
Yeah, we'll just cook it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, yeah, as you guys all like bed down for the evening, and you guys have your normal watches, and I would say, now that you've brought it up again, Corwin, yes, you can put proficiency in the Weavers on your sheet. Mostly the issue with that is it hasn't been mentioned in a while, and I forgot that you were doing that at every rest, which is totally fair. You had mentioned that, I just forgot. And it's been at least 3 weeks in game. So we're going to put it as proficiency, even though technically you'd need a little bit more, but that way we can remember, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you want to do a little mention of like in the sort of few weeks of travel and whatnot, the sort of things that you're practicing making and what anything
Oh, that's
like
a good
that?
call.
I'll work on that.
Sure, yeah.
I do have an idea, but it's something that I just want to flesh out a little bit. And then I think I was going to talk to Ixar and just say, hey, I think I've been doing this behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And then,
So now's the mention that you've been doing this, and whatever it is, you don't have to say now. You've just clearly been practicing working on something in the last few weeks. In fact, it might have even been more than 3 weeks. I'm drawing a blank at the moment, but it's been a time. You guys have been together for, I'd say, at least a month and a half, and you kind of implied that you've been doing this the whole time.
Right.
And probably longer than that, so you're working your way towards full proficiency. We'll call it like 70% right now. Just to be totally fair. Yeah, so as you guys sort of sleep for the evening, I think this will probably be the last one for today, for the session. I mean, Sar, you do manage to get like, you know how you like jarringly wake up every morning, or not every morning, but every couple mornings. So
Yeah.
imagine you lay down for bed and then you jarringly wake up, but in a dream, and you're sitting next to a campfire that is a sun with like these bluish nebula gases like rising off of it in the shape of flames, and there's this like dark mass next to you, and you guys are sort of like in the plane of stars as these like gargantuan stellar forms just sitting around this sun and nebulous campfire. And this entity just sort of looks at you, the two different colored eyes, which I believe are purple and purple and red, I think.
We'll go with it. Yeah.
I don't have my notes up. It just sort of looks at you, and like the whole thing is just like this mass, like a very vague humanoid shape of blackness against the stars behind it. And then when it looks at you, it's got the two different colored eyes shaped in stars and out of nebulae. It sort of looks at you and it goes, "Be wary of that which you approach. It has spoken to you, it's but a fraction of its power. And now that I feel what you feel, well, they say things are relative. And when I feel what you feel, I feel the pain you feel. Perhaps I have more incentive to keep you alive than I thought I would. Do not take this as license to be reckless. I only wish to see your world through your eyes. Care not for wanton bloodshed, for battles, for wars of planar proportions. No. I suppose in a way I'm just a tourist, looking for a new perspective. This will be your final warning. With those that you travel with, and perhaps a bit of my help, you can win the fight you are so desperately striving toward, intentionally or otherwise. But it will not be easy. What say you?
All of this scale, all of this math. A few pecks from an feeling a few pecks from an axe speak.
Well, as I said, it's all relative. Perhaps I shall give you some of mine. And this mass, like, of darkness reaches forward and presses into your forehead, just like a fingertip. And you like fall backward, and suddenly you come to, in this like, almost like just it's so bright. There's these massive entities just like hurling literal stars at each other as they crash into one another and explode. This literal like cosmic battle. One turns towards you and just thrusts its hand through your chest, and this searing pain explodes outward all across the entirety of your body, and you snap awake. There's something more going on there. But the night's not over. It's like the middle of the night. You're like, Everybody except I think this is probably the watch
If
immediately
it,
after yours.
I think that's normally Itella or something.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's you, so you can sort of observe the stars a little bit, and then it's Itella. So, he snaps awake as he does every a couple mornings, but this time it's like an hour, maybe 90 minutes after he went to bed.
Mm.
You still have this, like, I will note, you still have this searing pain in your chest.
Uh, like really bad heartburn.
Right?
Just if that heartburn is a sun thrust through your chest. Um,
Right.
uh,
I mean, it's
oh,
whatever you want.
and one thing actually, with regards to that sort of perspective I was sort of being given,
Mhm.
um, was my impression that that's a sort of thing that a sort of like memory of this cosmic entity, or
Yeah,
a sort of
memory. It
yeah.
definitely seemed like
Okay.
a memory.
Mm,
And, I would say, even with your limited understanding of such things, it's a memory older than you can comprehend.
mm, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's something.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like I think yeah. So what Atella may or may not have noticed is yeah, jolting upright and um some hyperventilating, grasping at the chest, and some sort of time sort of sitting there just trying to process.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You're sort of just sitting in your bedroll, just like steadying your breath, sort of aligning yourself, if you will.
Would you like some of my mother's tea? It always calmed me after a dream.
I, I think that would go very nicely tonight, if that would be lovely. Thank you.
Perfect. Eh, I
Alrighty.
always have a pot of tea and on the fire, so.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alrighty. So, as you eventually drift off back to sleep, Sar, the rest of you, come to the next morning, and it does feel just like it's kind of, maybe to a degree, felt weird the whole time. It's like clearly she knows where you are. It's just, what can she do about it at this stage, and that's kind of where the concern comes in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's just like sort of this like mild apprehension as you guys are continuing forward. By that I mean wrapping up your camp and continuing forward into the day. Let me just double check this real quick. Okay, yeah. So it's a very uneventful day, especially after that. Um, you guys travel further, like north westward, I believe. Yeah, northwestward, until you guys actually are, basically along the side of the mountain itself. About coming, like physically coming to it, and you guys can see it and stuff. About halfway through the day, all the way until you guys end up finding yourselves a nice little alcove to rest. Now that you're to the mountain, are you guys still laying out your hallucinatory terrain and stuff, like the whole shebang still?
Oh,
Might as well like
terrain, not drain.
um
Oh.
unless anyone speaks otherwise, like might as well like it with regards to sort of like if we find ourselves like a sort of like yeah alcove or whatnot, just turn that into just solid mountainside.
Yeah, is there a cave?
Yeah.
Or super dense forest or something. I mean, something
Yeah.
that makes sense for wherever it is.
Yeah, it's
more
like
more
this-
just conventional cover up in sort of hallucinatory terrain sort of version of um
just camping amongst the trees.
covering up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's definitely more trees now. Like as you guys exit the
Mm.
plains, and there's like more and more trees. It's not like a dense forest, but there's definitely trees. I think I nudged you guys up just a smidge too far. You're more like there. I don't even know how many of you guys are actually looking at it. you're getting there.
Oh yeah.
But it's now you guys are exiting the open plains, and it's like getting rougher, and especially for the cart that you're now dragging on the rocky surface and stuff.
This is
So
like the longest we've had a cart.
it really is.
Yes.
So as you guys rest up for the evening and come to the next day, can you pop hallucinate the terrain?
Sure, into the chat. Yeah.
My brain
Hallucinatory,
just
yeah.
died. I was like, how do I say this?
It's a tricky
Yeah.
word.
It is, to be fair, yeah. Where are we? Here we are.
I want to double check a thing.
Because yeah, there's a bunch of sort of specific niches about it.
It does not cover up smells.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So this is what's going to happen. As you guys are coming to the next morning, you guys are sort of getting ready, and I imagine probably like cooking your foods and stuff. Or even if you don't, it doesn't really matter. You guys see some distance away in the dimly lit morning a number of shapes moving your direction. Give me perception checks. They're not like beelining it for your camp or anything, but while you guys do that, I'll be right back.
Ooh, and also going to make sure all my spells and hit points and things are back to long rest. Ooh, and D6 4.
Did he say it doesn't cover up smell?
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, it's literally just a sort of physical illusion.
On the, I might have heard it wrong, but on the beginning it says it smells like
Oh.
Yeah, it's
a
Oh.
different terrain.
Ah,
yeah.
but though I think that so it's the terrain smells like the illusions should, but if
Alrighty.
there's
16,
Oh,
so like
24.
say if you're in a desert, you can make it smell like it, and you're doing 150 foot of a swamp, you can make it smell like it and have all the sort of sound and smell of a swamp. But the if you're sort of putting off like cooking some delicious meat, it's not going to mask that. It's that
Mhm.
sort of subtle distinction, yeah.
Which works fantastic in this context. 16, 24, 15, we're missing.
And 19, there we are.
All right, everybody except Helena. You can decide what you're focused on in the moment. Like you guys all like notice these shapes in the distance that are sort of like picking up speed as they're coming in your direction. You see 4 wolves, as well as 2 it looks like humanoids, possibly humans. It's kind of hard to tell, except for that 24. It looks like a human and an elf, and they're sort of like coming in your direction. There's a moment where the whole group pauses, and the 4 wolves like like start sniffing, and then as the wolf does that, the human similarly sniffs the air, and all of their vision sort of like shifts towards where your camp is in this hallucinatory area.
And we're all perceiving what you're saying right now.
So everyone except Helena is seeing all of this. Helena just sort of like looks up at the tail end of it and sees two people and a bunch of wolves kind of looking at you guys.
Corwin would say, "Ready for battle."
And they at first slowly start to move in your direction. And then they pick up speed as if they're, more sure that something's the matter. To the point where they start to charge into your hallucinatory terrain, and just like step through it. I mean, like not necessarily even that they were trying specifically to charge through your hallucinatory terrain, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, where's your your tokens aren't here. Hold on. But they sort of just realize something's the matter and continue towards the smell, stepping through it as a matter of circumstance rather than intent. So I'm gonna do this. And as they charge forward, the two humanoids shift into wolf-like creatures. I am gonna grab a campfire for you guys. But you guys are down here. At this stage, they've like pierced through the hallucinatory terrain, right? So they're like in it.
Yeah.
Um,
And actually, you know what?
Whoops.
The natural train 150-foot cube. So actually, the hallucinoid terrain
mhm.
would where's the pen gone? There it is.
Forgot what I'm looking for.
Um,
Campfire.
it would kind of be like that sort of thing as well at that matter. Just
Mhm. Yeah, I'm definitely saying that like they've pierced it at this point, so they've come through it.
yeah.
So I'll just move them a couple steps forward. Bam. Corwin had already said ready for battle, so I think at this point everybody's like reaching for their weapons and stuff. Let's roll initiative. Don't forget to click on your tokens.
Midland.
Oh, there are 3, not 2. I misspoke. One of the others
There's
is
8
like
of us.
maybe the last one was like a gnome trotting behind. That'll solve that problem. He's a gnome, just hanging back a little. All right, are we all in? It's all of them. It's Helena. Fire. Oh, there's a Helena.
Ships initiative. There we go. Nice.
Wait, why does it say dire wolf? None of these guys are supposed to be dire wolves. Hello? Oh no. That's wild. They're all supposed to be wolves, but they're all dire wolves. I made that mistake apparently.
On the initiative rolls, they're saying just wolf and werewolf.
Oh, that's wild. On initiative for me, it all says dire wolf. It's fine.
Oh.
They're wolves,
Yeah.
not dire wolves. If you can see that, it's incorrect. I'll just change their HP as we go. All right, this guy's first. He's going to move, charging in your direction. That's his 40 feet. And so he's going to have to dash, which gets him all the way to the camp.
Yeah.
We can turn off your glow unless you're planning on immediately turning it on.
I probably was, but I think might be worth. Yeah, I'll turn it off. For the moment, it might immediately pop back, but yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, I think I know what happened. I got the wolves and different encounters mixed up. Not a big deal. So I can, if I change this on him, does it change in turn tracker, I wonder? Sure does. Okay. The first of the werewolves is gonna move up. Let's just double check. Huh. There it is. Okay, he is here. 20 feet. Second range. Gonna chuck the spear that's in his clawed hands right at Corwin. Pretty sure he
It
misses.
misses me. Yeah, that misses me.
Oh, that's my bad. He actually can't do that. I'm having a moment, guys. So instead, he's going to dash forward because they shifted to be able to locate you guys better. So, bam. So, ignore that. That didn't happen. He just ran forward. As
What's that
does...
wolf doing throwing spears at me?
Yeah. That did not happen. My mistake. And this guy is coming... Whoops, I made the same mistake again. He's here. I tell some weird shifty dudes. Also wolves, not dire wolves. To be clear.
Yeah, these two werewolves.
You muted, I tell it. Mothership, it's your go. I guess it gives me a second to change all the wolves to wolves. But now they are fixed.
Hello?
There you are.
Hello.
I'm sorry. My head is ramped up.
It's your turn. There's a wolf, like, right in front of you. And behind, it looks like a pair of werewolves, which I don't think you've probably seen before, if we're being honest. In fact, most of you probably haven't. Maybe in a
I
book.
don't think we have.
Maybe in a book somewhere.
I saw it in a moving
I'm
picture.
standing here. What does our map look like?
What does that mean?
So it's green.
Oh, you're not seeing it?
I just want to make sure I. Okay.
Tree and a campfire.
I'm going to So there's one right here, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just there we go.
That'll be a
Gonna
miss,
snap that
unfortunately.
No.
Uh, You'll go, I'm not fully awake. I should probably activate my shillelagh. So you'll activate it as a bonus action for next turn.
Okay.
So now your shillelagh is working. Okay, so you'll be using the shillelagh version next time. Helena.
Okay.
Did we get through like a good portion of our rest before this
This is the
happened?
very end of your rest, like as you guys were, finishing food and packing up to go.
Okay.
So you guys are fully rested, fully healed. Everything's back. Yeah.
Would I be able to say that I was like working on my rifle then?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. That works. Sort of doing
So,
last minute checks before you head off for the day, kind of thing. Making sure
yeah,
it's all in
since
working
it was
order.
broken.
Yeah.
What do I do it for? Or does it matter? Is it just
Oh, I think the assumption was that during the long rest you just went ahead and fixed it, and you don't have to roll now. So
okay?
it's just fixed, and you can use it.
Then let me see. I think I'll go for one of the werewolves.
Okay.
Maybe, I guess the left one.
Sure. That will hit.
Nice.
No sneak attack because you don't have an ally within 5 feet, and you did not have advantage. So just the normal rifle damage. All right. Oops. Uh, you hit him. Didn't seem to do much though. You want to move it all, or are you good there?
I, I I'll move. I just had a thought. Didn't we weren't we going somewhere for like silver weapons or
That is correct.
we have them?
You were headed
I can't
towards the
remember if we got there.
you were headed towards the dwarves to see if you could trade for some silver weapons to make the journey easier.
Oh man.
Maybe you guys
Yeah.
didn't realize there would also be werewolves probably along the way, but that was your plan, yeah.
And yeah, because that
Okay.
was information from
Your-
Helena's parents, or the guy that Helena didn't like. Actually, I think.
both technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So after you go ahead and move backward, this wolf runs forward. Corwin, you're next. There's one right next to you. Like I imagine you still have like your bowl or plate of like axe beak breakfast. Like you're cleaning it off, and this thing is just a wolf. Like right there.
Well, he also has not gotten his turn yet, and he dashed, so I don't believe he can have an attack of opportunity against me.
That is not how that works.
It's
That's a reaction, not a bonus
reactions.
action.
Yeah.
Right, but okay, no, okay, yeah, I get it. Never mind. Well, okay. My next question: the twin shot short bow, is that magic?
Could be. Yes, it's magic.
It is.
It is a magical short bow.
Okay, because I know my rapier is magical. I'm so much better with bows. Let me think about this. My initial intention was to potentially get into that tree or get into, like if it was possible, to get some high ground and start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't think that I'd be able to be attacked. Putting all that together, I kind of think I'm gonna. So let's explore that option of getting into that tree. Is that possible to get maybe 15 feet up into it
You could climb the tree if you want. Yeah.
and be, like I guess. Oh, I don't. Well, 10 feet up would be out of their reach, I suppose. So
You would,
that's.
in
I
all
mean,
likelihood, be harder to like more difficult to attack, but it wouldn't
Mhm.
grant you much other in the way of benefit.
It would also. I'm also thinking it would keep me out of. So my ranged attack will always be not at disadvantage. You know what I mean? Like even if someone was trying to attack me, maybe if they got in range, they would have to get in range to make me have disadvantage on range. That's my point. So I want to avoid being disadvantaged at range.
I mean, that's typically how that works. Yes. So
Okay. So
you would just have to decide: is it better to draw your
mhm,
rapier
I'm gonna
and
risk it.
hit this guy, or to run?
I'm gonna basically try to get up in the tree. If he gets his attack, he gets his attack. I've not pulled out my shield or my rapier.
Seems
So
fine.
17 AC.
You did
He
get
didn't
lucky
get
on
me.
that, by the way,
Gotcha.
because that could have just completely removed your ability to move, because they can knock you prone. So
Gotcha.
Oh,
Um, okay. And I'm proficient in athletics, but it looks like I got in the tree no problem. So
you can just
from
climb
there,
up about what's your movement speed? Is it
I
a
think it's
30?
30 total. I moved like 10.
Yeah,
So
so you're maybe 5 feet up in the tree because of it's half speed to climb. Unless you have a climbing speed, I'm not aware of.
I don't think I do.
So you're five
I
feet up
mean,
in the tree, which is a start.
I'll go ahead and get another 15 feet. I'm gonna dash
You're gonna
to do
dash
so
up
if I have
up
to.
the tree. You're sort of
Yeah,
at the tippy top.
yeah.
You're about 15, maybe 20 feet up this like dried up tree.
Okay.
If it was anybody else, you might be worried that the branch would break.
Right. Um, okay, so that's I think pretty much everything Corwin can do. Um, yeah, movement, everything spent. Well, wait a minute. Did I do anything with my action?
Dash action.
that was the dash. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think that's right.
Alrighty.
Dribbly's gonna
Damn it, I
did
did it again. I keep not putting him in turn order. I got it.
he's just gonna step up and attack the closest. This guy who just took a nip at there's something there, right? That's where
Yeah,
that guy is, right?
correct.
Okay. Chomp 10.
That will miss.
Guy's wily. I guess that's me.
Okay. Wolf. Just charging forward. Could probably be here, but yeah. Accidentally skipped this one, and it is going to go where the other one was. Deciding not to go. Start.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to cast. Where's it gone? The moonbeam,
Okay.
because of course I will. On yes. Circle. Doodles. There we go. These two right here.
Okay.
And
Con save. Con
when
save.
yes, and
Oh, they both failed.
I was going to say a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. But if it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form, and it can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Fantastic. All right. Oh, I was about to just assume the damage. Roll it.
Yep. Oh no, that's wrong numbers. That would have been really nice.
That's not moonbeam.
Yeah, let's
that's
go with that, right? Yeah, 2d20.
That's not moonbeam. That's moon orbital cannon.
That's yeah.
Hey, my assumption of damage was correct.
That's moonfall. That's not moonbeam. That's moonfall.
The whole moon just lands on it. Yeah. Now you see an elf and a human in sort of like they almost look like hunting clothes. They've got a couple of spears on their back and like a little hunting like a knife, like a Bowie knife type of thing. And they definitely
then,
immediately look to you and are not happy.
yeah. Then I'll ooh. So I kind of want to. This might be a rare thing. I might. How many wild shapes do I have? 2. You know what?
It is an action to wild shape.
Oh, it's an action, not. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. For some reason I had it in my head as a bonus. So yeah, no. Oh, it's one of the things that in wild shape form I can do is bonus. Yeah, that's where
Mhm.
I'm getting that mindset from. But in which case, let's um pop back here. And because yeah, bonus actions I can do right now, not worth it.
Fair enough. It goes this way. And moves his 30. He's now right behind Helena. All right, top of the turn order. So because of the delightful timing of all this, you see a dark
Oh, hold on
cloud.
one second. Just very quickly going back. Um, for the starry form, it does actually you have specifically put as a bonus action you can expend 1 use of your wild shape.
I thought you meant regular wild shape. That's why I was saying it was an action.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, it's wild shape starry form, yeah.
Yeah, I knew starry form was a bonus action. That's
Okay. Sorry,
miscommunication.
that was a miscommunication. So yeah, I'm basically going into for once dragon star form.
Sick.
Uh, just basically to make it um easier to keep my concentration.
Sick. Yeah.
Are you
Fair
a
enough.
big dragon? You know?
Yeah, it's these sort of uh magical wisps of light like sort of tendrils of like wings of like a dragon and whatnot
Like it looks like they're
start
formed
flowing
as
from
starlight.
my
Yeah.
arms. Yeah.
Looks like they're sort of formed from stars. One thing you'll notice, because things have changed for you of late, it almost looks
Mm.
like there's these weird, like colored, like nebulous gases sort of swirling between the stars and the wings.
Mm.
It's like
Yeah.
purple and red and blue, but red and purple are the primary colors there. But yeah,
Mm.
it's not a huge difference, but it's noticeable. Anyway,
I-
Mm.
sorry to interrupt that flow, but yes.
yeah, you're not going to see all of it immediately because turn order, but off in the distance, like just because of the timing, because it's like first thing in the morning, you see in like dark clouds start forming a message. So looks like you're getting the answer to your question. Well, the answer to meeting. I mean,
Mm.
um, yeah. So just hopefully I won't forget to say that by the end of the fight, because you guys are sort of like getting a word here and there as it shuffles through, and then it starts again, and it's like the message shuffling through. It's like a full sentence, so you're not really getting it in the moment. But yeah, all right, this guy right here is gonna take a chomp at Dribbly, and I think miss. Wait, no, hold on,
Is there a moonbeam damage thing going on there
not for
at the
this
start
guy.
of the turn?
Not
No.
for this guy. No.
This one's down here. Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. I guess maybe I was hovering over the wrong thing. The turn
He has
order.
advantage because there's an ally within 5 feet of the target. Right? Nope, that's 10 feet. Never mind. He's not within 5 feet yet. Maybe next time. Is it because of this? Is that why? I don't know if you can see the square.
No, I mean
Alright,
I see who it is now.
this guy's gonna make his con save as he starts his turn here. He's going to fail. Roll your damage. I didn't even think to get the humanoid tokens out for them. Yeah, too late now. So yeah, roll your damage.
Sure. Of the 2d20, 2d10.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, that might as well be a 2d20.
Damn. Heck yeah. What is it? Can't assume another form until they leave the area?
Yes. So now that it's left the area, it can.
I don't think it's yeah, it will. It will. I was gonna say it's not going to, but it just immediately transforms into a werewolf again.
Yeah.
Which is its movement and then action. And now it's right here. Next up is the other one who gets to make the same save. That's a failure. Roll your damage.
Lovely. That's more of a 2d10 and a bad. Well,
Dribbly gets an attack of opportunity as Sar has clearly made himself the target. It's going to charge at Sar.
Oh.
So attack of opportunity for Dribbly.
15.
15 is going to hit. 11.
That was a reaction, so he can't even infuse because that takes the reaction. So that's
Correct.
and that's all he can do.
Here.
Didn't that pass Helena too?
Oh, you're right. Good call. So Helena gets an attack of opportunity as well, and but you have the rifle in hand, so unless you want to smack him with your rifle, there's not much you can do. I mean, you can if you want.
Would I think that it would damage it or have a possibility of doing it?
Well, they're currently in their human form.
Yeah, if that helps. He's currently in human form as he's running by you.
He's some guy in a leotard.
Rifle.
It's a hunt. It's not a leotard. It's like a hunting outfit. Well, I guess somebody might hunt in their leotard. I don't know. I don't judge. Come on, man. So if you want to just smack him with the butt of the rifle, it would just be like a strength improvised weapon. So just 1d20 plus your strength. Strength modifier.
So am I thinking that it probably won't break my rifle doing that?
You don't think it will break your rifle? After all, 4 or 5 days ago, somebody smashed it against a rock and it was fine.
Yeah. More likely to break their face than the rifle. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like designed to do this, but oh my god. But you do get sneak attack. You do get sneak attack because you have an ally within 5 feet. It's an improvised weapon, so it's a d4, so it's 2d4 plus whatever your strength modifier is. Start with that.
So I do it.
2d4 because you critically hit.
What's the? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's not going to be the same damage as the rifle normally does. This is about to be amazing.
I didn't know what the D4 was for.
Yeah, it's because it's an improvised usage of the weapon, not its normal damage. But you did get sneak attack, which means you're critically sneak attacking, so whatever double your sneak attack is. This is about to be, the most absurd rifle butt in history.
I clicked it.
Oh, you might have to manually type it. I'm not sure.
Just roll it.
46.
Are you 2d6 with your sneak attack? No, you're higher than that, right?
8th level is 46.
Yeah, so a critical hit is 8d6. You fireballed this man's face.
Wow.
35, 41.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you just you see him running, and you just bash his head in, and he just falls backward, and he is dead. is just obliterated.
Wow.
Rifle butt. Bam.
I thought I was kidding about you're more likely to break his face, but no, you broke
Nope.
his face.
It was very literal.
I guess I did.
That is how it's done.
Amazing.
Sneak up on me.
I tell her it's your turn. Just saw man's head explode.
I'm gonna take one step forward and slash.
Well, more of a smack, really. It is your shillelagh version.
Nope.
Wait, no, that's not where you want to go if you want to do that.
Why?
Because that's the one side of you, right?
Creatures in space is adjacent to you on the chosen side.
So it'll be like this, right? Right? That space is adjacent to you on the chosen side.
So you'll hit one
Right,
thing.
which I thought I was choosing here.
So you'll be hitting one guy. But if you had moved here,
Oh, I
you'd be
wanna
hitting
put
two
here.
guys.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you want to do. I just wanted to be clear you knew what you were doing.
Dexterity save.
Uh-huh. On a wolf and a werewolf. Who is in werewolf form now.
2d10 lightning damage.
Well,
Ooh.
you upcast it. Is that one half or is that a...
Half on a save.
Okay, so that is 15 total damage. The werewolf takes half. But you drop the wolf.
Mm.
You guys are making mincemeat out of him.
Yeah, I somehow I don't think that that sort of werewolf moment went how you expected.
Not quite. Yeah, I think that's it for Itella. Yeah. Helena, there's a guy menacing you. There's also a couple wolves. There's another werewolf. Your gun butt is stained with blood.
Counting 5 things? There's 5 things still?
So
Yeah.
I thought it was the
Yeah,
guy
there's-
above me. It was somebody that ran on the other side.
Yeah, there's this one here. There's those 2 werewolves, and there's these 3 wolves.
Yeah, this guy came from up here. The one that you just bashed over the face came from over here
Yeah.
and was trying to run past you to hit Sar.
And Drively
He was
bit
trying.
him at the same time, too. Like, Drively actually connected with that bite.
Yeah.
Slowed him down a little. But what do you want to do, Helena?
Made it easier to hit. I'm gonna. Can I take out my sword and hit him with it?
Like, yeah, your sword's one-handed. You could have like your rifle in the other hand, like hold on to it and draw your sword and stab. You can absolutely do that.
Nice.
You're not going to have any bonuses because nobody's within 5 feet of you. Oh, your thingy, your bonus action. Make a save. Is it insightful fighting?
Oh,
Yeah, insightful.
Do it.
yeah.
Oh.
We haven't needed it all sessions, so it's been like a month. I don't remember what
It's
the
not-
check is.
It was last year. Yeah.
Wow.
There.
Yeah, it was.
Wisdom insight check against a creature. Charisma,
Charisma.
deception. Okay, charisma. That's pretty definitely a failure. You're unless you roll a 1. All right, you got it. You got your sneak attack. So that's
Nice.
a hit with a 22. Go ahead and roll your damage with sneak attack.
Okay. Oh, I lost it. There we go.
Oh my god, that's unfortunate. That's like really low damage. But hey, compared to the last one, that's really low damage.
Yeah, I know.
That's still what, 20 damage because of the extra fire damage. Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no fireball to the face, but it's not bad. All right. I think that's it for you. So it's this wolf's turn. Who's gonna charge forward and bite at Itel? You killed my brother. Brother? Put an E in there. Oh, has advantage. Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Critically hit.
Ooh.
Itella, you're getting critically hit. 15 piercing damage, and you need to make a DC 11 strength save or fall prone. We will allow her to make that save when she returns. It's Corwin's turn. You're towards the top of a
Up a
tree.
tree. Just ran up a tree, and y'all are just killing people.
You look down and there's just like a splattered head below you.
This werewolf all the way down here, he has been damaged, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. And
by
take
the
a shot.
moonbeam.
Mm-hmm. I think and I tell hit him too.
Yeah.
But either way.
Oh
but
yes, yes, you're right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check everything. That looks correct. 13. Worst ranged shot I've done in a while.
Shockingly, it hits.
Awesome. Oh, it worked. Okay, I did do a reload. So, but
8. Not a
yeah.
So
beast.
weighted arrow as well.
It's not a beast. That's the extra
Um,
piercing damage on there.
yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Sure.
yeah, that is everything, right? That's just a low roll. Okay, next shot, same target.
That'll
14.
hit.
Wow, is that right? I'm rolling, that seems like low damage, but all right, 6.
Well, this one's
that right?
1d6 plus 1.
Oh, that...
It's a 2 plus
Has it?
1. That's a
The
2 plus
damage
1.
is dex. The damage is dex. The strength roll. The damage is set to strength rolls.
Oh, you're not getting your full. Oh my god, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your dex modifier?
+5 instead of +1.
Oh wow. So
What-
yeah, that's another 8 damage total.
Should I just roll this
Oh,
damage?
sorry, another
Nah.
6 damage total.
No,
No,
it'd
yeah.
be 8. No, I did
is
it. It was just
another
8 more damage. You're fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works
You
next
got
time. He's hurting. He's really hurting.
Got it. Awesome. Just dwell on a bonus real quick. I don't think anybody's really been hurt, right?
Unless you want to heal one of them.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have anything worth doing a bonus on, so I'm just gonna yell out, "Good job, everybody!" And that's Corwin.
That's Corwin.
And I
Dribbling.
guess Dribbly's gonna bite the closest guy right next to him, right to diagonal below. 15,
Yep.
14, and he will be able to infuse that this time for an extra 2, so 16 total. 8 piercing, 8 fire.
That drops the
Very
wolf.
nice.
Oh, cool. He's going to just take a step forward to the next wolf, and that's his turn.
Heck yeah. Next up is Wolf, who's gonna probably just bite at Dribbly. Does that hit?
Nope.
15? Nope. Okay. Sar.
Okay, going to use my action to move the moonbeam.
Sure. Where's it going?
I think it's going here.
There.
So the werewolf there's got disadvantage on their roll. The wolf's regular,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll roll 2d10, not 2d20 this time. Oh, that's nice. I think that werewolf rolled a 4.
A little bit. That drops the werewolf. Falls snarling at you. reverting to, it's like I think that was the elf one. So now it's like a human snarling at you as it dies. Just, "Ah, ah." Yeah, there you go. You good? Is that it for you?
Yeah, action. Don't have any super useful. Oh. I'm not going to do it, I don't think, this time, but it's worth getting DM ruling on it. Because it just occurred to me. Yes, I used my action on that spell, but it wasn't casting a spell, it was changing a property of the spell, as it were. So in theory, if I had a bonus action spell that wasn't concentration,
Mhm.
in theory, I'd be able to also cast a bonus action spell. Am I
Yeah,
right in
because
thinking that?
that is
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
yeah. It's one of these things that hasn't come up before, but just so that I can think about it in the future.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be me.
Okay. Over to this werewolf, which is gonna slash into Helena right quick. It's gonna be a bite and a claw, and I think those are both misses. So it's not gonna hit Helena at all.
Nice.
So we're over to Itella then.
Now we go back to my little stick.
Now, there's a guy right in front of you who's currently in a moonbeam, but you could finish him off.
No, I'd like to. If you could just count it, I'm done. Now you got him. Here.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
4 plus 4 plus 3. That's a pretty awful roll.
Thank you.
Unfortunate. Helena! So you've still got your insightful fighting active, so you can get another sneak attack on him if you want. If you attack.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Uh,
20... what, 23? He's looking pretty rough. I think that's probably it for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Wolfman. It literally doesn't matter. He dies. Even if he succeeded, he'd still die. So it's Corwin's turn. Looks like there's
Hold
a wolf and a werewolf.
Just for the
left.
sake of it, I'm still going to roll the 2d10. Yeah, knew it. That'd be I'm just getting 2 crits out of the way. A crit hit and a crit 10 and a crit 1.
Just, yeah, burns away in the radiance. Corwin, what you doing?
Let's see. Does the wolf next to Dribbly look damaged at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Unfussed, if you will.
But whereas the other one that's been Helena has damaged that.
Yeah, that's
Well,
been
wait a
hit
minute.
a few times.
You know what? I don't know. I feel like the werewolf is a greater threat, to be totally honest. So I think I'm just gonna rain down hell from above, from this tree on this werewolf, right next to Helena.
Sure.
How about 21?
That'll hit.
Let me just double check real quick. Yep, dexterity. So yeah, 11.
That's 11.
And I'll drop another one. Take care of it. These are arrows.
Ooh, nice.
28.
That'll hit.
415 more.
Drop it.
Sweet.
All that remains is a wolf. Dribblies go. Unless you wanted to climb down the tree.
No, I think he would just kind of sit up there just in case. Okay, yeah. Dribbly's just gonna take a chomp. 23. 6 plus 4 fire.
I'll drop
Six
him.
person.
Drops him. That clears the fight, folks. And you guys can shift your attention to the message in the sky in the distance.
Yeah.
We hear a thunder rumble.
Dark clouds form into messages for you guys. And you guys sort of look up, and it's like halfway through the message, and you're like, you know what? Let's just give it a minute. Eventually, it does restart the message. And it says, somewhere on your path, look for the bucket above the branch. Watch for the shadow that will illuminate your path. Hey, buddy. Right?
One more time?
It's not him, despite his shining glory. It's not him. Somewhere on your path, look for the bucket above the branch. Watch for the shadow that will illuminate your path.
Is I guess this wouldn't be like a question.
Okay.
It would be more just be like a thought, like, do you think it's gonna be the obsidian bucket?
Where was that left?
That was she did offer it to the scout.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It was given. It was taken. Yeah.
oh, it was. I couldn't remember if it was taken or not. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was like I think she said, I don't know what I can get for this, but sure.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yes.
So for those who want it, here's the message. Make of that
Somewhere
what
on
you
your
will.
path, look at the bucket of branch.
Make of that what you will. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. So as you guys sort of, let the moonbeam peter out, and you guys finish prepping to move further toward these dwarves, I think there's going to be like a momentary thought of, yeah, you're fairly certain those, even though, whoops, all my windows just flashed. You're fairly certain, even though you guys didn't have much trouble with those, there's probably more difficult ones somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, and also, actually, while we're here at the
Mhm.
moment, so I'll say, yeah, we're hopefully going to meet the dwarves soon, which probably want to make a good first impression. And looking at, I think it's just Itala and Helena that, other than Dribbly, that were like damaged this fight. Am I right in thinking that? Basically, how are Itala and
I don't
Helena
think
looking?
anyone got hurt. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think
anybody
they
getting
managed to.
hurt.
I think
Itala got hit once.
I think
Yeah,
they
From
managed
that,
to
like,
miss nearly every
15 or
hit.
whatever. But
Oh, did I tell her get hit once in this fight?
I think so.
Uh,
Where
Oh,
yeah,
that's
they
right,
had
the
made a
wolf.
roll.
Itala was crit hit for 15, and she was
That's
not
correct.
prone.
That is correct.
Oh,
Oh, that's why when she was up feeding the dogs. Okay, so she may have missed that 15.
right.
Do you want to
Yeah,
remove it?
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Do you want to
Uh,
remove it?
Control
but
Z.
yes, I'll I'm going to cast first level cure wounds, but there's an extra d4 with the sickle.
Mm.
So that 15's been healed by 10.
You get all that, mothership?
I got hit and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, it was when you were
yeah, it
up
was
doing stuff with the dogs. It's fine.
Okay.
You ended
So
up
I'm down like 5 points now.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
the healing,
yeah.
you're at 5. You're down
Okay.
5. Sorry about that. I kind of got distracted and forgot.
Yeah.
in any case, of that, I imagine as you guys sort of look off in the distance of these like shifting clouds, and you guys start heading toward the north now, because you've gone as western as you need to be. You're along the mountain. At some point along this mountain is going to be like an encampment, and that's kind of where you're headed. So as you guys sort of continue northward, I think that's where we're going to fade out for today. So that was a fun time. Thank you all so much for coming. We're gonna go ahead and raid Devicat, and we will catch you guys next time. Hopefully we'll be back next week with another one of these with some more chasing embers. And yeah, a reminder, my gaming days have switched to Wednesdays. And on Friday, we are doing episode 2 of the Dark Test 3-shot. So hope to see you guys there. Yeah. I hope you'll have a fantastic evening. And as always, great gaming.
Take care, everyone.